side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barricades are shouting as all barricades should. Oh, the Premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood. Shouting as all barricades should. Oh, the Premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood. We are the pride of Brisbane town. We wear the roll, blue and gold. We will always fight for victory, like it's Troy and Bears of old. All for one and one for all. We will answer to the call. Go Lions, Brisbane Lions, we'll kick the winning score. You'll hear a mighty roar. We are the pride of Brisbane town. We wear the roll, blue and gold. We will always fight for victory, like the Troy and Bears of old. All for one and one for all. We will answer to the call. Go Lions, Brisbane Lions, we'll kick the winning score. You'll hear a mighty roar. You'll hear a mighty roar.
Rightio, g'day everyone, welcome back to another live watch along on the channel, round 23, and this is probably one of the games, well, matchups wise, one of the games of the year we're heading into tonight. The Pies versus the Brisbane Lions. It's a huge game for both clubs. Collingwood looking to bounce back after a bit of an inconsistent month of footy, whilst for the Lions, well, if they win this game, they're probably going to be finishing top 2, which is massive for their season. And you'd think if the Lions are finishing top 2, if they're going to be making the grand final, the last place we'll see them in Melbourne is grand final day. So it's a big game for them too. It's a 50-50 one, to be honest. I still feel the Pies are the favourites, but they're probably not playing at 100% with the outs they do have. Obviously a little bit out of form too, so yeah, it does give a bit of a chance for the Lions. They're not huge outsiders, Brisbane. That's definitely not the case. I mean, how about the Brisbane Lions? I think they've been chipping away, getting a few close wins as of late, but their record at Marvel's been brilliant. The last 5 times these two sides have actually played, Brisbane have won all 5. And, of course, the last 10 games the Lions have played at Marvel, they've won 8. So they're sitting pretty comfortable with specific records and everything at the venue and opponents. So, yeah, I think this one's a pretty even tipping one, even game in terms of tips. A lot of people have gone for the Lions. A lot of people have gone for Collingwood. I've gone for the Pies. I've gone for them by around 2 goals, as per my tipping video. I just feel like this is a massive game for them as well because, look, they'll probably still finish first if they lose this game. They'll probably beat Essendon next week. But, of course, the main thing is the Premiership runway. That is one of the most vital things teams have got to get right prior to finals footy. You've got to go on that winning streak. You've got to really show some great form. And I think with Collingwood, if they continue to drop games like this, it probably won't be a bit of a cakewalk to the grand final like we all think it will be, because if they can't eat their straps now, there could be, finals could be a bit of a tricky one for them. But, that's just what history says usually. Usually the Premiers when go on a bit of a winning streak prior to, to finals. And we'll see how it goes tonight. So it's really big for both teams. Of course, also the talk about this game should be MCG. Look, I agree, but it's part of the, contract with AFL. All Victorian clubs need to have a few home games at Marvel Stadium, I think. So it is what it is. I mean, if you're a Lions fan, you're probably happy. If you're Chris Fagan, you're probably happy as well. So it does work out in their favour almost. But anyways, under 8 minutes to the first bounce. Hopefully everyone's going good in the chat and currently just tuning in now. Feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, hi 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 Trump fan. It's legit. 𝐷𝐶𝐼𝐿𝐴, 𝐬𝐶𝐼, hopefully all you lot in the chat are going well. I guess it's Collingwood by 4. They score in the last minute to win. Oh, kick after sorry, not bad at all. Change the lines, last minute. Pies, too many stars. Yeah, that's a fair call, Aussie, mate. Please win Brizzy. Tip the Pies, but I think this might be a draw. Yeah, interesting stuff. Could you maybe do a port game sometime? Look, I've always thought about doing more live watch-alongs and stuff, but it's about a balance on the channel. I mean, I could do like more games, but there's ones. Obviously I can't really. Sometimes I can't watch every game, and other times, I'd rather just chill and watch the game myself. But, I will be streaming every finals game, of course. There's no doubt about that. So there'll be plenty more port streams to be coming, especially high stakes ones. So I guess stay tuned for that one, 𝐬𝐶𝐼. G'day, Aussie Trump fan. Flip a coin. Let's see who gets the jump. Yeah, definitely agree, mate. I can't really see this being a bit of a big margin, I think. But it's interesting. Both teams have actually, just execution and, their ability to score, and just both teams aren't at 100% with how they're playing. Like the Brisbane have been a little bit vulnerable, same as Collingwood. So yeah, it's a big one tonight for who really does stand up. So I guess that's a way to look at it as well. Dan McStay versus Brisbane. Yeah, but he's he did play back in round 4 against them, so it'll be second time against the former side. We'll have a look at the lineups tonight. Of course, we all know some big outs for Collingwood. Limited ones for Brisbane, but yeah, Jacob Ryan's making his debut, which is great to see. I think he was a pick 20 odd or something for Collingwood in last year's draft. He's got the mullet, so we'll be able to recognise him with ease. Mason Cox is in as the sub today, so a bit of just a bit of backup with 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, I'm guessing. And still Sidebottom returns, I'm pretty sure, from injury. Bobby Hill's out injured. Darcy Moore's out injured, but 𝐷𝐿𝐴 is out injured. So yeah, those are some key outs for Collingwood. But it's also, of course, a big game for Murphy, because look what happened when Darcy Moore went down. We all thought hell was going to break on earth for Collingwood, but Hey, Murphy and 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐸 and a few of those defenders really did stand up, and also a big night for Brad Maynard. So, yeah, big night for the Collingwood's back six to try and contain the Brisbane Lions forward half, which can be dangerous. But yeah, for the Lions, Jarryd Lyons will be the sub. So just a bit of backup in the midfield. 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐸's Coleman's a big in for Brisbane. A bit of classy ball use, so that's important. Gunston, of course, injured from last week with his unfortunate knee injury, and Jackson Pryor omitted from the side. So, yeah, some interesting changes there. Of course, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐿𝐼𝐸's 200th game, the former Giant. Bit of a journeyman he's been, and I think he's a bit of a true clubman for the Pies. So, keen to see how he goes tonight as well. He's been in and out of the side a wee bit, which is a bit of a rare feat because usually he's a bit of a consistent player in the 22. But it's good to see he's back in the team for his... of course, milestone game. G'day playlist guy and Mark. Hopefully you two are going well. Colin, a back-to-back Friday night game to start round 24 on my 34th birthday next Friday. Oh, beautiful, mate. Stars aligning for you, Adam. How about that? Bloody perfect timing. Since my birthday's in February, I don't really get many AFL matchups or anything like that on my birthday. Yeah, that's sure I'm actually, mate. Oh, 99.9% sure. If you are in denial, let me check again. Yep, Brisbane are second. Same with Port Adelaide. Well, they're tied second technically, but Brisbane are about 12% better. Anyways, a few more minutes to go. Yeah, it's going to be interesting watching this one tonight. I think Collingwood will continue to really try and play their brand. Love to play that helter-skelter sort of fast footy. But, I think Brisbane as a back six when they play well, Harris Andrews and Jack Payne, a few of those important players really connect well. They obviously want to try and play the game on their terms as well, Brisbane. Control the tempo. Try not to let it play too fast because that's how Collingwood like to... how Collingwood like to play. And they are usually a good clearance and contested side, so I think if Brisbane can really beat them up around the footy and that. And when they play well, they're a really good side off the turnover too. So, yeah, big game for both teams. Keen to see this one. Tiger Storm hopefully going well, mate. Can't just in the ads at the moment. G'day from so you at the gameplays guy. Hopefully the atmosphere is all good. Frederick, welcome, mate. So is it a big night for? We'll go with a player from each club. I'll single out who is it a big night for. I'll go Brad Maynard for the Pies with no Darcy Moore. He's got to really stand up. Of course Murphy as well, but Maynard is the skipper for today's game, so yeah, he's got to really wear his heart on his sleeve like he always does and try and carry those Pies over the line. And as for the Brisbane Lions, who's it a big night for? I think I'll go Josh Dunkley because he's obviously a very good two-way runner. Can play both ends of the ground or can run both ways really well. So I think his defensive pressure and his attacking prowess, which he can offer, is going to be big for Brisbane tonight. He's got to really kind of try and control things in the midfield. So yeah, a few of those important matchups, of course, as well. Leicester probably goes on someone like a McStay. Jack Payne probably on my check. And then, Harris Andrews on one of those third tools. Maybe Jeremy Howe. Try and zone off. Jack Crisp, Tom Mitchell. Some important midfielders really need to show their work. Taylor Adams, of course, as well. So anyways, let's look at this coin toss. Who wins it? Harris Andrews, of course. Brad Maynard. Let me turn down the volume a wee bit. So last time these two sides played at this venue, it was shown on the broadcast earlier, it was that game in 2021 where Zach Bailey announced himself to the competition as a breakout player and kicked that goal after the siren. How good was that? Anyway, Brad Maynard's won the toss. They'll kick to the right-hand side of the screen. So the Collingwood cheer squad end. This should be an absolute beauty. Bloody keen for this one because I tell you what, first to second, we rarely get games like this too much, especially right before finals. I think it's in for a bit of a treat tonight. Pies says Rawson should be a good game from them tonight. Still expect them to probably get up here because I still feel like they are the benchmark of the competition, but they're a little bit vulnerable, so it's a good chance for the Lions to try and knock them off. Predictions for Freo and Port. I like Freo. I think they could win in a close one, but, you know, if Port are serious, they win that game away. So, and a lot of teams have been able to pip them away. So, if many teams can, I think Port can. So, I'll go Port Adelaide by a few goals. I think it was in my margins. Yeah, that should be a good game tomorrow as well, Adam. That Essendon versus GWS game. That's a pure elimination final. Whoever loses that game is going to be eliminated. They can't make finals. Anyway, fellas, good to have your company this Friday night. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe as we get into this one. Pies versus the Brisbane Lions. Oof, you can feel the tension in the air. Team seems to be a great turnout, of course, at Marvel Stadium, of course. No doubt about that. Big game for both teams. We're underway. Both teams a little bit vulnerable, of course, so who stands up tonight? Or will it be a draw like someone predicted? I forgot who said it would be a draw. Someone in the chat said it. Could be a draw. Yeah, but usually you don't really predict stuff like that. Anyway, quick stoppage straight away. Who's going to win that midfield battle tonight? Dunkley gets the first kick, but it's not even going to go 15 metres. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐴, great attack on the footy. And breaks free from congestion. Gives the hands now to Cam running. Going to have to be big tonight. Inside 50, kicks a poor one right down Nathan Murphy's throat. Tell you what, 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐴 won't be happy with that delivery. I mean, he slipped over, to be fair, so it's probably his fault as well. Murphy now blasts out of the fence in the 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐴 direction. Great mark from the Big O. Big matchups, of course, the rucks. Oscar McInerney, he can show his ability in the air. Joey Danaher, he's not going to be paid that mark. Should have taken it. Ball goes to ground. Jared Lyons. Oh, no, sorry, that was Jared Berry, sorry. Neil now inside 50. Who are they going to find here? Ball goes to Deck again. Beautiful crumbing from 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐴. The Lions kick the first within a minute. Well, there we go. Quick start from Brisbane. He's been great the last few weeks for Brisbane, it has to be said. 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴, a little bit one of those verge players, but I tell you what, when he's been able to come in the side, he's been really good as that role player. Sort of higher forward, bit of the wing. And he's been a bit of a goal kicker as of late as well. So 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴, there you go. Put it in the books. The first goal scorer for tonight. 1 goal to zip. And yeah, pretty much a minute in on the countdown clock. Goal's already been kicked. So yeah, I am expecting a fast start because these are teams that can score. And there we go, first goal straight away. That's very well done there from 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐴. I mean, he's had 2 touches, but pretty much 2 effective ones. Great awareness there, and 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴 reads it best. There we go, he loves it. Quick start here for Brisbane. We return in the middle. Darcy Cameron head out. Pendlebury, was he held? Nothing given. Neil was legal. Dunkley dribbling kick forward. One up from Markov for the intercept. Mitchell now. That's a bit of a hospital hand pass for Maynard. Great pressure there from 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐴, and the ball will be balled up. Tip for Port is Dockers is Fremantle by 22 points. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's a big tip. No, I mean, I have nothing to lose, Fremantle. I think they've been playing well, and the fans have been pretty proud. So it's almost like a, you know, if you think of it as a bit of a psychological battle, they sort of have the advantage, Fremantle, because obviously Port still have a lot to play for. They want to try and lock in that top 2 spot, but they'll be anxiously watching this game tonight, hoping that Brisbane don't win, because they want that second place. Another inside 50 here for Brisbane. Hoskin in game 200. Good composure there. Spin move was nice. Quick hands to Maynard now. Has a bit of time. Elects to go on his preferred kick towards the wing. Who's up here? Harris Andrews. 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴. They both competed well. Ginnivan now. Elliott pinned in the tackle there from Leicester. Ball still alive here. Still in Collingwood's possession. Mitchell now. Out to Pendlebury. Nice composure there again. He goes inside 50 on the lead. Who does he find? Jeremy Howe almost. He's been great for the last few weeks. He gets the hands out to Ginnivan. Bit of a fumble. Can't get an effective disposal. Now whacked forward from 𝐸𝐴𝐴. That ball should find the boundary, and it does. Dacos, no, he keeps it in. 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴 now. Breaks a tackle. Hack kick round the corner. Ball goes to Deck again. Ball still alive here. Mitchell now, beautiful hand pass to Elliott. Here's a chance here for Collingwood. Snap kick from 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴. Will it bounce home? It sure will. I think it could have been touched from Jack Payne. Let's see from the umpire. I believe it's a behind. Okay, soft call. There we are. G'day, Anth. Welcome, mate. Hopefully going well. Oh, hit the post anyway. Oh, hit the flag. That's on. No, wait, hit the post. Never mind. Well, there we go. Yep, clear as day there, hit the post. Well, Jack Payne, if you make sure to check out one of the latest videos, if you haven't already, fellas. Obviously, this week did my every AFL club's most improved player for the Brisbane Lions, Jack Payne. I think he's had a great year, and also got to be big tonight. Dunkley now, good hand pass out to Berry. They break free here. Brisbane now all alone is Cam Rayner. It's going to be a 2-on-2 here. He wants to try and get it over the top in the direction of 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴. Uses his body nicely. 𝐶𝐕 can't get the soccer. Pickup was nice. Was that high? Nah, Murphy did that really well. He's been huge for Collingwood the last few weeks. And pretty much this year, Murphy. That's a nice tackle. Well, they've had their fair share of the inside 50s. Brisbane, they get another one here. Oh, out the ruck, the big 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴. He stuffed that one up. It was touched anyway. Rushes through for a point. What's your prediction, Maxie? I've got Collingwood by 12 points, mate. Oh, Charlie Cameron, wish he had that moment back. Usually eats those alive on the balls at the deck, but couldn't soccer that one through. Mardo now outside. Oh, lets to go quickly. And that's a nice find there. Taylor Adams on the end of it. Adams now short corridor kick. Does find Crisp. Quickly plays on and over. Oh, look at that. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴 comes up at the perfect time, but can't apply the pressure. Noble did really well. Hand pass. Keeps it in the 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻. Wants to go by foot inside 50. Can 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻 go Howe fly here? Geez, Howe really should have taken that mark. It was pretty much an uncontested mark in the end. No Brisbane players went up for it. Lockie Neal now. Out to 𝘖𝐶𝐕𝐻. Nice short kick finds Dane 𝐸𝐸. Wants to go the corridor quickly, 𝐸𝐸, and that's a bold kick. Who wins this? 50-50. Reinhart did really well. The offloading hand pass Bailey, and that's poor. Murphy left his man really well there. And that'll be a stoppage. What's prediction for Port versus Richmond? No, that game isn't this week. I can't really give my tips there because I want to see how Richmond go this week. I mean, I still feel like the Tigers could be a sneaky chance with nothing to play for. I want to see how Port go next week too. But I'd probably say right off the bat, probably Port Adelaide win that game. I've been good at home as of late as well. Anyway, Josh Dacos, of course, off the back of 38 touches last week. He's got to be big again tonight. He was huge on the wing against Geelong at the G last Friday night. Neal now, some nice hand passes here for the Lions. 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻 can't continue that chain, but 𝐸𝐸, bang, that's some great pressure there on the debutant. Feeling it early, Jacob Ryan. Going to see? Oh, you're going to go to the game next week? Yeah, that should be good, mate. Should be bloody good. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, fellas, for the blokes who've just joined in. Great to have your company, of course. Friday night footy. Lions kicked an early one within the first minute. Bit of a stalemate the last few minutes or so as the ball has been going end to end. Nice break tackle there from Berry, but that's a great smother there from the boy from Belarus, 𝐸𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴 Markov. So with that, yeah, that's going to be 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴's last game tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, as well, Adam. So I'm only assuming. Be only throwing here in the Lions forward half. The big O when 𝐷'Arcy Cameron go at it. Dunkley, that was a nice grab out of the air. Dispossessed was 𝐸𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴. Jasper Fletcher gets down and dirty and does well. Should win the stoppage there. But no, he's going to be pinfolding the ball. Probably could have gotten out there, to be fair. Probably a fair call. 13 tackles to 5 Collingwood's way as well. Lipinski now. He'll kick towards the next contest down the line. A few plays go to ground there. McStay strong in the air. Very good contested mark, McStay. Who's he going to find here? He's got Maynard to give it to. Hands over the top. Not really great. He puts Dacos on the pump, but he follows up his own work. But hand pass wasn't too great, but it will be a free hit for Maynard. I think it was a bit of a late hit. And no free to Dacos. Dacos now, a bit of a lazy sort of kick, but does find side bottom, and his kick's not a good one. He'll be out in the full. South Australia lost to England. Yeah, a bit of a shame, the 7 Cs. But you know, they've made the country proud. I mean, it was the highest viewed game on Wednesday night ever in Australian history. 11 million viewers. It was sensational. And how about Sam Kerr's goal? That was special. And it was one of those shoulda, woulda, coulda games. Then Kerr missed that open chance, and well, we were never the favourites to win, but is it? It's not over yet. We still have a chance to play for third place against Sweden Saturday night. 𝐻𝐻𝐪 strong in the air, good mark. Some nice stuff off the turnover there from the Brisbane Lions, and Joe 𝐻𝐻𝐪 can line up and kick the second. But yeah, no, they've done very magnificent, the Matildas. They were awesome. I thought they would have been a bit of strife after the loss to Nigeria, but they bounced back well. And you know, England were just a class above that game. Honestly, the ball was mostly just stuck in the forward half, and probably deserving winners in the end. And then their goals are bloody nice too. Joe 𝐻𝐻𝐪 now should kick this goal. The Lions 2 goals to zip. Good start here for Brisbane in their crucial must-win game to keep their top 2 hopes alive. And to be honest, there's still a chance to finish as the minor premiers. Should they win tonight, and they'd probably have to get a big win against St Kilda next week if that's a chance. Nice there from the big Joe. On the board. Campbell being omitted. No, he came into the side itself, mate. He was obviously suspended last week, remember? Yeah, sure was, 7Cs. Bloody hell. I'll tell you what, though. Like, she had a player wide open. I'm like, oh, bloody pass her. She's wide open. She goes for the shot. Bloody thank God she kicked it, because if she missed that, it would have been a wide open through ball she could have played. But, you know, she's Sam Kerr. She's an absolute star. Anyway, off we go again in the middle. Big O's had a good start to this game. He's been able to get a few possessions early on. Robertson out to Dunkley. Nice moving here from the lines. He finds Jasper Fletcher. Kick was smothered. That's very well done again from Markov. A few 1%ers his way early on. He wants to take this game on side bottom. Back to Markov. Continues the chain. Hand pass borderline. Just in. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 hand pass in border. Mitchell's nice. Over the top now to 𝗵𝐿𝐼nski. They've probably done one too many here, but the Pie's able to change the angles. Kick out to Noble. Can't find the mark. He did well in the 50-50. John Noble now. Kick looks good. That's beautiful from John Noble. Beautiful stuff. The Pies were there first. 1 goal 1 to 2 goals 1. That's some lovely play there from Collingwood. That's sort of the goal. That's sort of in their nutshell. How they kick goals like that. You always feel like they've overcommitted and probably done a hand pass too many, but then they able to get that kick over the top, and Noble did really well there. Spin move was nice in that one-on-one, and kicks a lovely goal. Loves a kick. Loves a kick on the run as well, Noble. But that goal was definitely Markov. Started with him. Some nice movement there. But these have been some good quality goals, it has to be said, so far in this game. There we go, in the middle. Toe poke from Cameron only as far as Neil. He gets the hand pass out now to Jared Berry. Centre clearance is not a good one, and straight down Jacob Ryan's throat. His first touch. Very nice to see. Short to Josh Dacos. Quick hands over the top now to 𝗵𝐿𝐼nski. Now will like to go by foot towards half forward. Who can go here? Harris Andrews spoil. It will keep. No, it won't. We'll find the boundary. So, fellas, got the old squirty water bottle. Tell you what though, this bloody thing keeps on making like all these like, you know, those like squirty water bottle sounds. It keeps on fucking making those. Zorko, that's a terrible kick. Straight to McCurry now. Chance for crisp, low kick. Non-preferred. Beautiful. 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐼nki should have taken the mark. They've had a few drop marks early on here. That's beautiful pressure. Should result in a goal here. Dacos now. Left foot kick is home. There we go. Beautiful stuff. I'll tell you what, that was magnificent play there from Jamie Elliott. He dropped the mark, but the 1%er was beautiful. Deserved a goal there. He's been, he's been brilliant pretty much this season. Josh Dacos, very consistent and underrated player for Collingwood. And I think with his brother out, it allows him to get a bit more exposure in the team. And a nice goal there. G'day, Eric. Hopefully going well, mate. Yeah, no dramas about it. You know, when there's a Friday night game, Collins playing, I'll definitely do that. But yeah, Well done there from Elliott. Dropped the mark, but second effort was beautiful. I thought they handballed too many times there again, but results in a Dacos goal, 13 apiece. 8 clearances to 2 here for the Lions, though. Their way. I think they've been the more efficient side when going inside 50. Actually, no. 6 inside 50s to 5 Collingwood's weight. Big stay now with a head out. Can't get the ground ball but goes in again and does get it. Crisp now, centre clearance here for the Pies. Bobbling ball towards half forward. Over the top and a few Lions defenders now. Now McCreary kick over the top towards the direction of 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻. Did very well. Protected the drop zone very nicely against 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻 and he can go back. Here's a great kick for goal as well, Jack 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻. Let's see if we can slot this. Nice there from McCreary. The composure just to take his time and a nice chipping ball to 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻. Well, there's a chance for Collingwood to hit the front for the first time tonight. Almost halfway through this first term. Jack 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻's kick. Kicks on its way. It's coming back nicely. That's a great kick. One on there from 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻. Pies now in front and they have kicked 3 goals in a row. Nice turnaround in the space of a few minutes here. Lions had a bit of early dominance, but Collins done well to swing things back their way. 17 inside 50s to 5 Collingwood's way early on now. Well, good last few minutes here from Collingwood. 3 goals in a row now. And having their now fair share of inside 50s. 10:23 to play this first quarter. McStay is dispossessed. Rayner breaks free. Just gets the hand pass out to Joe. And he'll get the centre clearance here. Whacks one inside 50. Quaynor reads the halfway. Very nice. And breaks free from the congestion. Now whacks it forward. Andrews in a good spot here. Gets the big spall in. Ball goes to ground. On as far as now Rayner. McKenna. Quick hands here from the Lions. Jared Berry has a little bit of time. And the kick should find McCarthy here. And it does. Oof, was up front on. Up, falls out to Charlie Cameron. And you know the star forward is kicking that one. Charlie Cameron. Back to all square. Good goal, but that was... Yeah, to be honest, probably was. He looked like he clunked it on for long enough. And then a bit of a whacked out of his arms. I have to see the replay again. It was too fast for me. I thought it was a chance for a front on contact free. The kick was nice, though. It was well weighted. Found Lincoln McCarthy very nicely. Well, they've been able to get now 2 goals, the Lions, from the ball going to ground inside 50. They've got a goal from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻. Got a goal from Charlie Cameron. So, a few goals early on here from a few of their crummers. Good start of this game so far. Some high quality movement. Yeah, probably was deserved of a mark. But yeah, Cameron picks up the scraps and slots it home as he pleases. Really goal for goal at the moment now. Panterbury gets a soccer in the air, kick towards the wing. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 can't take the mark. That's well defended there from Kitty Coleman. Dunkley, good hands. Out now to Jasper Fletcher. And that's a great tackle there from Jack Crisp. They certainly are bringing the heat though, the Pies. They're being a bit of a brute force around the footy. They are applying the heat. As now 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐿𝐼𝐻 will whack a kick forward inside 50, the 200-gamer. Who can he find? Leicester in a great spot. Who's been one of their important cogs back there this year. Jared Berry now. Kicking board will find Connor McKenna, the Irishman. G'day, Robbo. Welcome to the stream, mate. McKenna now will kick towards the wing. Well, way to kick. Could find 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻 here. Well defended there from Murphy. Been on throw in centre wing. Dunkley now will be taking the tackle. And another ball up. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 now. He's been good early on. Been able to get a few balls in the stoppages and get them forward. Ball there from Frampton, but 𝐸𝐶𝐞 now. He breaks free. He can find a goal here, 𝐸𝐶𝐞. Usually, he's been in goal-kicking form, but can't convert there. Lions do regain their lead by a solitary point. And now 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, the man who loves to change his haircut. Every 5 weeks, it seems. He's gone the cornrows, and then he's gone the conrows, whatever you bloody call them, and then he's gone the dreadlocks, and then he now has the afro. You love to see it. Another tackle there from Collingwood. Ball up. Side bottom now. Hand pass didn't really favour Adams there as it's turned over. Fletcher now. Bit of a fumble, able to finally get the half volley pick up. And now advantage paid here for Brisbane. Kick wasn't great there from Robertson. Frampton in front position. Probably played the free bit too much there. Bailey now. Beautiful intercept. He can find the goal here. Zach Bailey kicks on its way. The cheer squad likes it. There we go. Lions now 2 in a row. This game is swinging back and forth, really. Good start of this so far. I think that was young Jacob Ryan's hand pass. Wasn't a good one. Straight to Zach Bailey, and they convert off the turnover. Three goals, 1, 4 goals, 2. Yeah, I mean, you could probably see that being a free, but it looked like he put a bit too much mo on at Frampton. Jacob Ryan, well, we wish had that moment back. Hand pass it straight to Bailey, and they convert. 7:36 to play this first quarter. Liking this game so far. Jeez, it's been going back and forth. Goal for goal. You have a goal. You have a goal. It's like it's bloody open. It's like the footy gods Oprah Winfrey at the moment. You get a goal. You get a goal. All that shit. Anyway, Robertson will be pinned for holding the ball there. Didn't dispose of it. Dacos is free. Inside 50 kick. Darcy Cameron, great mark. Couldn't get that one to ground there. The big O, and he gets a bit of treatment from the smalls. And now Cameron can get this game back to a point. Oh, good day, Al. Welcome, mate. Hopefully going well. Darcy Cameron now. Jeez, he's kicked 1 goal 6 from set shots this year. Can he kick this? Make that 2 goal 6. Collingwood, bring it back to a point. Well, there we go. High scoring start of this game from both clubs. G'day, Clive Collin, the greatest team in the free world. Well, they sure are, mate. Sure are. Who's been bossing it so far early on? Josh Dacos, continuing from last week. He's had a good start in this game. 7 touches for him. Jack Crisp with 4 and 5. He's already had 5 tackles, Jack Crisp. Darcy Cameron kicking that goal is huge. Oscar McInerney, he already has 13 hitouts. Wow, There's one of them out there. And he has the 6 touches. Neil with 8 touches. Anyway, we've got to get in the middle. Pendlebury now has a bit of time. He goes for the just a bit of a wobbling kick. Didn't come off the boot too nicely, and that'll be deliberate. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Oh, jeez, how bloody lucky you, mate. He's been very good this year. Cameron. Well, it probably would have been an unrealistic attempt, but he did get a hand onto it. Now side bottom now. Wants to go corridor. That's a beautiful low dart kick. He's known for his great foot skills. Finds Pendlebury, and that's going to be 50. Zach Bailey's given a free away. And now Pendlebury can line up for goal. I think Zach Bailey went over the mark there, Lockie. First one of the game. Yeah, of course, mate. Shani Warner with his brother Corey, both play for the Swannies. And now can Pendle slot this goal. 35 years of age, closing in on 400 games. He slot this one home. Scott Pendlebury to put the Pies back in front. That's a bit of a 𝐓𝐴 kick. Oh, tied up again. Bloody hell. When a team hits the front, bloody the other team gets back in front. This is how it's going really so far early on. Last night I spoke to SC and told them they to get Brodie Grundy. Yeah, it's a fair call, mate. Definitely, I think we'll be on the radar. When they said this week on Gettable, bloody 𝐤𝐿𝐴 𝐵𝐴𝐿 was saying we're looking to acquire him, which is fair enough. I just like, if we get a top tier ruckman, I still don't know what the case is going to be for Ladhams, because I still feel like he's sort of like in that awkward spot where he's not really a forward, and we've already got 4 under 23-year-olds who can play the ruck forward role probably better than he can. Because Ladhams' best role is really just to, just a lone ruckman. So I feel like now he's sort of in a bit of a dead water sort of area. Anyway, that was a block there against Mitchell. Kitty Kalman's free. $26 all. Kalman now towards the wing. Oh, almost a one-handy there from Darcy Cameron. Now the big O. The hand pass whacks one forward in the Charlie Cameron direction. Made now. Dispossessed Archie now. He can kick a second. That is a beautiful kick from Callum Archie. How about that? Geez, we've seen some quality goals early on so far. Brisbane back in front. 5 goals. See how many lead changes we've had so far. Bloody hell. We've had about 4 or 5 lead changes and we're not even bloody at quarter time. Well, this game is living up to the billing early on. 5 goals 2 to 4 goals 2. Yeah, it's been good, thanks Ross. Hopefully yours has been good as well, mate. Hopefully everyone's days have been good so far. TGIF, as they say. Is Darcy even playing? Like, where's all his ball touch gone? You mean Darcy Cameron? I mean, he kicked the goal. If you mean Darcy Moore is out injured. Lockie Neal now, he's done a few of this early on. Breaking free from that congestion. He goes inside 50 again. Joe Dunner taking a great tackle there from Frampton. Ball up. Show the game. Okay, mate. Okay. There you go, mate. Oh, here we go. So, ball up. Ooh, Hoskin nearly gets a free. Just shit stirring, unfortunately, reels, mate. I'd love to, but unfortunately, I'm not a tycoon that can afford the ability to broadcast games, as the snooping bastards of YouTube will definitely be taking this video down if they see any of this prohibited content from being broadcasted. Sorry, mate. Unfortunately, can't. But, you've got me, so if you want to stay, feel free. To watch along for a reason. Noble now. Kick towards half forward. But, there's probably bloody ways to watch it for free. I'm not too sure how to, but get on the old Dr. Google, I say. McCarthy now kick towards. Oh, who was that to? Bloody Casper the Ghost out in the full. How can we watch the game because it doesn't work for me anymore? What you do is you just turn your device on and off. The old classic, that should do the job, mate. Solid. Okay, hopefully going well, mate. Still at work. Oh, bloody hell. Friday night working. Yeah, you bloody love to see it, but no, hopefully work's treating you well, mate. Thanks for this Friday. Yeah, of course, mate. Appreciate it as well. Thanks for the kind words, mate. Anyway, chance now for Pendlebury. Kick wasn't 15. Elliott. Hands are a bit rushed, but it does find Tyler Adams, and the snap kick is across the face. That's going to be hitting the point post out in the full. Security guard. Yeah, righto, mate. Hopefully that's doing you well. I don't think I'd have the build to be a security guard. That's safe to say. You've probably seen more meat than a butcher's pencil looking at me. Yeah, that's going to be a free against Murphy. He did a bit of a high push there on Leicester. Fair enough. Soccer AFL. Oh, AFL, but I love my soccer. I mean, when I was younger, I was really big on soccer. Just had a fucking mind blank. Yeah, no, but like when I grew older, I started getting AFL a little bit more. You know, primary school I was playing the two sports and everything. I mean, just dangerous stuff here. 𝐓𝐴𝐞. How would it take the mark under pressure there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐷? Aviation. Oh, yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, no, when you hear security guard, you know, the casual person would just think of the stereotype, you know, like a big bouncer or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I have a mate to, speaking of aviation, he recently got a job as one of those baggage handlers at the local airport. Currently doing his induction, so yeah, that should be pretty good for him. Oh, now kick forward here from 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Bit of a bump out there from... Probably put a bit too much mayo on that one, McCarthy. Oh no, it's going to be free. Bit of a block. Got my AFL semi tomorrow. We're playing first. So we've lost 3 times. Oh, bloody hell. Bit of a bogey side there by the sounds of it. Well, not really, because they're actually first. But best of luck, mate. That kick's going to be out in the full. Out in the full. All right, now, Berry. Oh, jeez. How many smothers has the Pies had? I've had a few smothers. Joe's not happy. He wants that one in deep. Hopefully he doesn't throw the bags like the others did. Yeah, I've always seen that on the press and stuff. Bloody news reports. Baggage handlers throwing shit and everything. It's obviously no good. Chris now. Hand passes out to Maynard. Oh, Conor McKenna almost getting up there. Cameron. Jeez, he took about 25 bites. The cherry couldn't take the mark. Very nice hands to Neil. He's had a great quarter. Hand pass. Jeez, he wish he could have had that one back. Straight to Markov, but good pressure applied there from Zach Bailey. Jeez, what the bloody hell? What's Joe Daniher doing? 23 tackles to 7, the Pies. They are bringing the heat. But, you know, that class of the ball moving on the lines have probably been able for them to get in front, and they've been doing good off the turnover too. Been able to break free a few of these tackles as well. Inside 50 kick, ball goes to ground. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐷, chance. Beautiful hands to Cam, a left foot snap is home. Lions now by 2 goals. That's some great play. They've been very, very efficient just going inside 50. When the ball goes to ground, they just have those numbers, and they're making the most of their chances. It's a great start here for Brisbane, and a bit of a red time goal. I'll take that. Just a great first term in general. Chris 4 disposals 1 minute. Oh, bloody hell. G'day, Drew. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I've 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐷. What does that say? Adelaide 78, Sydney 85. Oh, thank you very much, Drew. Oh, appreciate the tip, mate. That's very good, mate. Yes, I think we will get win tomorrow night. Oh, fucking hell. I have tipped Adelaide too, but I give us a chance. And honestly, it's not like the most... Like, it's possible to beat them. We actually have a very good record against Adelaide and play well at Adelaide Oval. So, look, if we play our best for a chance... And the pressure's on Adelaide tomorrow. Like, they've got to bring, obviously, their A game as well, which I think they will. But if they lose this game, the season's done. And it's another year into that reboot without finals where it could have been a shoulda, woulda, coulda year. But, you know, I do back them in probably to win tomorrow. Of course, we'll be streaming that one tomorrow night, fellas. But, of course, after this game, and I'll tell you what, though, this has been a great start, this game. Brisbane leading by 2 goals at quarter time as a siren will sound. There we go. But yeah, JB said it. Just the entertaining start of this game, has to be said. 6 goals 2 to 4 goal 2. It's just been just a lot of lead changes. Ball's been moving pretty freely, and when it goes inside 50 for either side, usually it's resulting in something dangerous. Both defences have struggled to contain each other's forward line, really. So yeah, high scoring start and pretty much what we expected. Two teams that love to put on a score. It's been a great game early on. Let's have a look at the old statistics, shall we? The old quarter time. Because there have been a few plays that have been great for both clubs early in this game. A few plays for the Lions. Of course, 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 is leading all disposal getters with 13 touches, 9 hand passes, 4 kicks, and 5 clearances. Like almost every touch he's done, he's just been able to break free of a few stoppages and get it forward. Dunkley with 10 touches too. Jared Berry with 10. 𝗏𝐼𝐶𝐞 with 9. For the Pies, Mitchell has 9, Pendlebury has 8, Josh Dacos has 8 and a goal, Crisp has 8, clearance lead, of course, is Neil with 5, meters game leader is Maynard with 223, 6 contest possessions, both the leaders to the Big O. Oscar McInerney's had a great start this game. He's been able to get a few of those important contested possessions, and he's grabbed it out of the ruck a few times, and is dominating course on the headouts. 6 contested possessions for Neil as well. Neil, McKenna, McInerney, Archie is leading the score involvements with 3 each. And Neil has 3 centre clearances leading that as well. So, yeah, Neil's been big in the midfield. Oscar McInerney leading the inside 50s with 4. Look at the stats now. Pretty even, like 14 inside 50s to 11. The Lions' way. Both teams sharing their efficiency inside 50. Look at this. 48%, 49%, both teams average this year for efficiency inside 50. Collingwood 63%, Brisbane 57%. Well, there you go. 5 frees to 4, so you know, frees have been pretty even. Clearances, Brisbane winning that one by 4, winning the contest possession count by 7 as well. So they are winning a few of those important numbers, and they're known for their strong clearances, or strong ability to win clearance, and definitely around the footy they have been a touch better than Collingwood. But yeah, just overall really good start to this game, so still could go really either way. Whenever a team seems to get on a bit of a roll, kick a few in a row, the other team turns it around and turns the tables their way. G'day, Adam. Hopefully going well, mate. We're on the stream. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, fellas, if you have not already. Oh, bloody hell. Let's have a look at the old fantasy team, shall we? How many trades? So I traded out 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 in Matty Roberts, who I'll need to change because he's not in the team anymore. Gone in the big boy Clayton Oliver, and I've traded out Neil. So, yeah. He's looking like Neil's looking like he's going to go 130 this week. Sam Reid hamstring. This was early in the year, was it? I mean, he did his hamstring early in the year. G'day, Paul and Coast Club. Hopefully going well. I mean, if he's hurt his hamstring again, Reid, I mean, I haven't heard anything about it, but if he has, he probably would hang up the boots, you'd think. Could go for one more year if he's fit. We'll see. We'll kind of sub their better players on. Well, I've got Mason Cox as the sub. So that should be interesting. Given, to be honest, this game's a bit of a free-flowing game, so might not really work for them in terms of ball movement, but if they need that sort of player that can have the skill and ability to change a game, it's definitely Mason Cox, so see how they go with that. No, they're not getting rested. They just had players unavailable. I mean, 𝐷𝐸 was injured. Who was Darcy Moore was injured, and Bobby Hill were injured as well. So, yeah. But, you know, I think a lot of Pies fans did state that they reckon the Lions will win this game of footy. So, yeah, in terms of their predictions, so far so good. Nick Collingwood to win, says Mark. Oh yeah, you got me on the punt, are you, mate? What do you stream your AFL on? Yeah, like what program I do it on. If you're talking about program, just the old Streamlabs, mate. Who else is doing the free burgers at Grilled if your team wins? Not too sure what you mean by that. But I tell you what, that brings me back when I used to play footy. Remember VinnyXBL, like the video rental place? You know, you get like the local clubhouse voucher, so you can get like a free meal. You get one of those ones for one of the best players. And you used to get like one of those VinnyXBL vouchers where you could like rent something for free. And yeah, no, I remember the good old days back in the junior footy. Won a few of those and never used them. Free to air, Kate. Yeah, no, this is on free to air. Should be on Channel 7. If you don't live in an AFL state, like if you live in New South Wales or basically not Western Australia, South Australia, Tasmania or Victoria, the game will be on 7, mate. Anyway, let's get back into this game, shall we? It's been a great start to this game of footy as now we return to the second quarter to get things back underway. There's been, just a high-scoring start from both teams. Already 10 goals in the first term. As a quick start here for Brisbane with 𝐓𝐡𝐞 going inside 50. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 flies. Great mark. That's very well done there from McCarthy. He was sort of able to hold 𝐴𝐻𝐽𝐻 to a limited impact in the air. And Cameron comes in from the side and takes a nice mark. Well, quick chance here for the Lions to get a nifty goal off the centre bounce. Needs to be big 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. He had a great game last week. That's definitely safe to be said. Look, you probably still back him in for an All-Australian spot. Who knows? But the kick's on its way and it sneaks home. There we go. Brisbane now by 3 goals. They are starting to run away with it a little bit. Yeah, mate, it's on free to air here in WA. All Friday night games are. Yeah, I mean, it's on free to air. Oh, by the way, hopefully going well, Cal. Welcome to stream. Yeah, no, I mean, like it's on 7, mate. Basically, for example, where I live, it's on 7, mate. All the games, not on actual Channel 7, but yeah, all it's on free to air. Yeah, good. Thanks, Fedo. Hopefully going well yourself, mate. 7 goals 2 to 4 goals 2. Well, Brisbane did start this game in this similar fashion to what the margin is now. They started fast and Collingwood were able to kick 3 in a row and regain the lead and a bit of back and forth. And now the Lions have a little bit of a healthy margin by 18 points. We all know the Pies can definitely flick the switch. But they're doing so far so good. It's good to hear, VD. Good to hear you're doing well. Been a really good start. The Lions look really good. Yeah, mate. Couldn't put it any better. 𝐸𝐿𝐴 now gets it out beautifully. I tell you what, though, the Lions' hand passes in congestion have been very good so far. The midfielders are working very well. 𝐸𝐴𝐿𝐴 now, another mark on half forward. He shimmies the defender. He goes towards the pocket. 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐴, beautiful crush in the pack there from... Jeez, what was that? Oh, jeez, that could work, 𝘬𝐿𝐴. I should have taken the mark. Unlucky. And the ball finds the boundary. That was a great defensive effort there from Frampton to deny the 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐴 mark. Yeah, but could have been taken there from 𝐸𝐿𝐴. G'day, Riley and Abdul. Hopefully you two are going well. Love you, remember me. Oh, just for the kind words, mate. Do I remember you? I think I do. There's a few people that come by and everything. I think I do. There's Dylan the Grilled up, buy 1 burger, get 1 free on the Monday after your team wins. Oh, okay, fair enough. Tell you what, I haven't had a grill in a while. It's actually been a while. Pretty nice. Nice bit of tucker. Anyway, 𝐸𝐿𝐴 could have disposed of that when he gets pinned for on the ball. Covering the goal. Saving tackle. Cameron now out of the fence towards the next contest. That's a nice pluck in the air there from 𝐸𝐿𝐴. Need to get going a wee bit. The Pies down by 3 goals. Doing very well in the tackle department, but maybe is that because they're always second in the footy. I think Brisbane have been far better at getting first possession. Leicester now. That was a poor kick anyway from 𝐸𝐿𝐴. Got straight to Leicester. Intercepted. And And across now to Berry. Corridor kick. Quick hands there from 𝐓𝐿𝐴. A few touches early in this second term. Hits the 45 out across to Lincoln McCarthy. Wants to peel off onto his left foot. Chipping ball. Tries and finds the leg of the big O. That's going to be holding free Darcy Cameron's way. If Collingwood wouldn't shove your head. Oh, jeez. What was this weight? I never agreed to this wagering. Yeah. I mean, I probably am due a bit of a haircut. If you know me, fellas, short back and sides, low maintenance. Never too big on the long hair. So yeah, probably due a bit of a buzzy. Yeah, it's good to hear, Rolling mate. Changed my tip of the lines last minute. Yeah, I mean, I never do the last minute tips, but yeah. Judging by the bottom right of my screen, probably wish I would have at the moment, but you know, still got the faith in the Pies. And you know, I just think with the expectations and everything, and you know, the standards, like they've got to win this game of footy. Crisp now, chipping ball towards half forward. It's a nice one. Adams can run and get this one. Dribbling kick, that should be good. He had McCree all alone there, but he couldn't measure the kick towards him. Went for goal and he missed. Hey, Zach. Yeah, I'm going well, thanks, mate. Hopefully going well yourself. Welcome to the stream. No, I'm joking. Oh, bloody hell. Thank God. Now, I probably should start doing a few forfeits. I'll tell you what, if I get under 4 out of 9 in footy tips, I have to do some sort of forfeit. Maybe I'll start doing that next year. Add a bit of spice to the tipping videos. I mean, I know CARDMAN does it with his punishments. Should be front on there against 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 to 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Now to Berry, goes back to 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Playing that high forward, high key forward role. Some nice moving here from the line. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 breaks free of the 𝐼𝐻𝐿 tackle. 𝐼𝐻𝐿 doesn't give up. He applies the pressure and another great smother there from Frampton. Hurt himself in the process. Crisp, a quick kick forward. And that ball will find the boundary. No, Maynard keeps it in. Nice 1-2 there from 𝐷𝐿𝐻. Now Maynard by foot kicks towards the wing. It's an outnumbered contest. They have the numbers. Beautiful stuff there from Andrews with the ball. And that stays in. Are you kidding me? Are we playing on a hill or something? What's with that footy? And that's a poor kick from Coleman. Does find Crisp. Bloody hell. Cameron, a strong mark in the area there against Leicester. They've been a little bit erratic with their foot skills, has to be said, Collingwood. Kick towards half forward. It's not a good one. Dunkley should be paid for that mark, and he is. Hope Swans to win tomorrow. Oh, jeez, it's more than I hope. I want the Swans to win tomorrow. Bloody, it's a massive game, but yeah, it should be an entertaining one tomorrow night, Zach. Hopefully we can get up. That's the first contested mark of the game from the Lions through Dunkley. Kick now towards the next contest. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐿 did well. Gets the handball received there from Cameron. And now Josh 𝐷𝐿𝐻 goes by foot towards a 2-on-2. Ball goes to Graham. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐿 did well. A nice heat applied there from Adams on Dunkley. Ball up. Essendon or Collingwood? Oh, geez, that's a toughie. Because I still feel like, if Collingwood drop this game, they're probably due for a bounce back. But looking too good so far. And, the Essendon Collingwood game's always pretty close. But I'll just stick with the Pies at the moment. Brisbane versus Collingwood. Channel 7 is on right now. Oh, no, yeah. Talent Abdul. That's right. They've just been very good in the clearance game in Brisbane. Especially around the stoppages. But that's a poor kick there from Dunkley. That was a professionally done act there from 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐿. He sort of nudged Murphy down to the ground there to save a bit of time. That was actually well done. Mark off now, chipping ball to Maynard. Wants to go the corridor here. Does find Jack Ginnivan. Wants to try and use Noble, but probably overdue the run. 𝐷𝐿𝐻 now, short kick to Taylor Adams. One of the best commentators since Dennis Cometti or Bruce McInerney. Oh, jeez. Bloody hell. I appreciate the kind words, but just putting myself up there with commentary royalty is a bit of a compliment. So yeah, appreciate it, mate. Yeah, no, I mean, could always do a bit of commentary calling or something in the local leagues, everything. But no, I appreciate the kind words, Cal. Anyway, Josh 𝐷𝐿𝐻 now, 12 touches. He's looking good. Can he kick this one from the boundary? That would be lovely. It will not be a goal. Is that one more? Sneak in for a point. You had to kick a goal this quarter, Collingwood. 2 points, all they've had to show for it within the first 7 minutes of this quarter. And they methodically work alongside the flanks here, Brisbane. Barry now holds it up. And over the top. Well, Dunkley could have gone for that one, but a bit of space here. Another great smother. Geez, they've dominated the smothers, Collingwood. Doing very well in the second efforts. That's a poor in pass there from Mitchell. 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞 couldn't get the kick forward. That's a great tackle from 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞 on Cameron. Ball goes to the ground. He was dispossessed. Mitchell in and under. That's a great tackle there. Oh! Bloody hell, Robertson. And he's pinned there, Mitchell. Held it in. And how about that from Maynard? He just rips apart Devin Robertson's Guernsey. Like it was a fucking, I don't know, made out of cardboard or something. Bloody hell. Anyway, he plays on with a rip. Guernsey, Robertson inside 50. He goes Danaher, nice roving. Snap kick round the corner. Oh, that's a Joey Danaher-esque goal. Always known just for those magical moments and those kicks out of something, out of nothing as well, just with those long bloody arms and long legs. Grabs it, snaps it, goals it. Well, now we're out to a bit of a margin here. Out to a bit of a margin. 22 points it is. Game high margin it is. Undressing their opponents now settle down. Yeah, it's getting a little bit pretty crazy out there, must be said. Yeah, I think Maynard tried to not rip his Guernsey, but he just tried to pull out pull Robertson out of the contest. But I tell you what, every time the ball is going to ground inside 50, it just always feels like a Lions goal is resulting in it. They haven't defended very well, Collingwood, when the ball has gone inside their 50. And when the ball has gone to ground, they haven't been able to cleanly get it out or rebound it too much. Penderbury goes in and under. So is Mitchell. Neil now dispossessed. Nice pressure there from Cameron. Ball up. Where does Collingwood go on the ladder if they lose this game, Rolls? They'll stay first. They're still 2 games clear. But if they lose this game, they're a chance to slip up and lose their minor premiership spot. But that's hard to see because you'd feel like they at least win against Essendon next week. Because then Brisbane and Port Adelaide both on 60 points. So Port Adelaide chance, but they don't have the percentage too. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is going on? So Devin Robertson was breaking tackles and he finally got the kick away. He got pinfall on the ball. And then he threw his bloody Guernsey in disgust. It's like, what the bloody hell? That's a smart way to show your anger at the umpire. Imagine he was given a dissent for that. Throwing his Guernsey in disgust. 50 metres for dissent. The Guernsey's still on the ground. Bloody hell, the bloody kit manager's going to have to run out and bloody grab that. Yep, off he goes. Fucking hell. Still playing without it. Surely takes a mark without the Guernsey. Oh, you know what hurts though? When someone tackles you without a shirt and they bloody slap you on the chest. Ooh, fucking hell. That was well done there from 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Ball finds the ground. There he is. Kit manager or the physio going out to get the Guernsey for him. How's it? Jeez, I mean, where's the GPS? Has it been flinged out? Yeah, no. Jesus. Hit the shirt off. Yeah, bloody hell. Oh, geez, I tell you what, the old ladies will be loving the look of that one. Boundary thrower now. Neil. Dispossessed. Nice hands there from Penderbury. Mitchell now inside 50. Andrew's in a great spot. And he'll be getting the free anyway for holding. Almost took it with the one hand anyway. Wanted him to keep it off, see how he went. Would have thought they should stop play for that. Yeah, I mean, it rarely happens. I remember a few years ago, Xavier Halloween for GWS had a similar moment where he just kept on playing on without a Guernsey. Jeez, Dunkley's done very well to be able to get a clean first possession, but unable to dispose of that. There's another stoppage occurs. Ball up here. The big O, another hit out. Jeez, he's dominating in the head outs. How many is he had? He's had 21 hit outs to Cameron's 11. Murphy did well. Didn't dispose of that one, but it will be a ball up. Probably could have been in the back maybe as well. Cameron now whacks a kick 40. He's starting to get into this game a bit as well. Darcy Cameron, 𝐷𝐿𝐻𝐻 now. And ball up here. Dunkley now whacks the ball forward. Taking in the tackle again. Bit of stoppages here at the moment. No team giving up pressure. It's going to get tougher. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, now we're starting to see a bit of stoppages and everything. And I mean, compared from the last quarter, a little bit of less scoring, which usually does happen after a high-scoring first quarter. But here's a chance now for Collingwood to kick there first. 𝐵𝐵𝐸 now. Stabbing ball in the direction of Ginnivan. Oh, 𝐸𝐴𝐸 takes the mark. Took 2 bites of the cherry there. No one went up for it. And 𝐸𝐴𝐸 shall kick this goal. Payne unable to get a hand in there. Pretty important, I have to say, that 𝐸𝐴𝐸 to Collingwood. He seems like he's usually one of those few players that can really take a grab inside 50. And she'll kick this goal. And 50 metres. Okay, well, 𝐸𝐴𝐸 will kick a... Jesus Christ. I thought he missed that for a sec. Probably because of the angle. Probably was clear in front before the ball deviated. But Jesus, I thought for a sec he missed that. Gee, bloody hell, okay. Oh, much needed snag there for Collingwood. Back to 16 points. Surely I wasn't the only one that, just just stopped for a sec just to think, okay, wait, did he kick that goal? Oh, geez, what a throw from the member in the crowd. Hit the post. Bloody hell. Nice there from 𝐸𝐴𝐸 though. It's a good kick. Well, it's a great percentage kick because it does favour 𝐸𝐴𝐸 and results in a goal. G'day, cruised, mate. Hopefully going well. Robinson now with the Guernsey on. Does well. Hand passes to Bailey. He gets the centre clearance. Bowling ball inside 50. Ryan and Archie both go for the tap. Side bottom out muscles Fletcher, but the ball does find the boundary. Thought he shanked it at first too. Yeah, bloody hell. I mean, it was a bit of a shank torpedo. I tried to torp it, but then the ball was just John diagonally straight past the bloody post. I'm like, oh jeez, thought he fucking missed it. Zach Bailey now. Great tackle there from Crisp. Umpire's ball. We feel like as the game does get on, Collingwood's pressure, they're showing the upside of just some great pressure around the ground. You feel like they can start to now result into some more turnovers, really. But I feel like the Lions have been pretty good with their ball movement. Has to be said. Cameron in the hole. Can't take the mark. No, he will be paid it. Yeah, no worries, mate. That's all good. Big second quarter he's having, though, Darcy Cameron. Cameron now towards the next contest. Ball goes out the back. And chop the arms free, Brisbane's way. The big O's free. Geez, both ruckmans are really starting to flex their muscles. Darcy Cameron, 11 touches, 3 tackles, 3 marks, 13 hitouts. Oscar 𝐸𝐴𝐸, 7 touches, 2 tackles, 25 hitouts. Those are some decent numbers from both ruckmen. Under 8 minutes to play in this second term. Kick now towards the wings, not a good one. There's Darcy Cameron with another mark. Bailey now. Neil will be instantly tackled there. That will be the umpire's pill. He's bloody block free there, going the big O's way. There's been a lot of ruck frees in this game. Lachie Neale now gets the handball received. Short kick's a nice one. Finds McCarthy. He wants to play on. He goes inside 50. Deep kick. Can Rayner fly? Almost. 𝐼𝐴𝐴 gets the crumbs. Oof, almost a chance there for it. But ball fumble there from Josh Dacos. Hit. Jeez, this is some dangerous stuff here. 𝐼𝐴𝐴 does well. Gets the hands out. 𝗵𝐿𝐼nski. Nice awareness there. And whacks the ball out of the fence and does luckily find 𝗏𝐼𝐴𝐴 with the mark. Oh, why did you ban me? Not too sure what you mean. Sorry, mate. I mean, if your messages were removed, I'm not too sure. Probably one of the mods must have said something. It's no good to see Jacob Ryan, the first gamer, coming off. Anyway, 𝐼𝐴𝐴. Oh, jeez, that's a great effort. And we'll be pinned for it. I feel like those are one of those marks where it's like you pay it for the effort. Probably didn't hold it on for long enough, but it will be paid the mark. 𝐼𝐴𝐴 mark. Yeah, bloody hell. Oh, Jesus. Steep kick inside 50. Ball goes to ground. Oh, here's a chance for McCluggage. He's a classy player. Gets it back now. Rayner. Oh, nice evasion. Yes, he sneaks it home. Thought he missed. That's a great goal. Goals have been classy from Brisbane. Back at 22. I probably have enough mods as it is, 𝐼𝐴𝐴, mate. I'd love to give it to everyone, but you know, just trying to give it a few and stuff. And yeah, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, you know. Jeez, he's still hurt it. Oh, gee, bloody hell. Fucking hell, he's up in the clouds. 9 goals too for Brisbane. This has been very, very efficient from them. 6:08 to play in this second term. Have a look at this again, shall we? Oh, where's the contest? Oh no, here it is. Oof, yeah, bloody hell. He was in that awkward spot where he couldn't. That's a great goal from around. Yeah, he couldn't really like sort of what's the fucking word? Or he couldn't really protect himself. Yeah, it's just really hurting his back. Yeah, it could be winded. Off go in the middle. Oh, geez, 𝐼𝐴𝐴's been big though. That big mark, he's kicked 2 goals. It's been important in their forward line. Crisp tackling the tackle. That'll be the umpire's pill. Big Mason warming up. Yeah, Jacob Ryan's gone to the rooms. That's a bit of a shame. Hopefully he's okay. Danaher now grabs out of the ruck. Kick forward. 𝐓𝐿𝐼nski. He's playing on there. It looked like that was a touch kick. Now a kick should work there for Robertson. He quickly plays on to 𝐷𝐴𝐴 now. Has a bit of time. Nice composed kick to find 𝐓𝐿𝐼nski. He can play on. Low kick. Probably a little bit too low as it will be right down 𝐷𝐴𝐴's throat, who's been an intercept king for Collingwood this year. He goes a short kick. Hits the 45 out to Oscar Elliott. In game 200. Playing his role along the wing. 22 points the margin with 5.5 minutes to play in the second term. Three goal to 1 goal term. The Lions wait. 𝐓𝐿𝐼nski now in midfield. Great tackle from Markov. Umpire's ball. A lot of boos there from the umpires. I mean, a lot of boos there from the crowd. Crowd's not liking it. Feel like they're not getting some of the few 50-50 calls their way. Mitchell now over the top. The McCreary. Some good awareness there. Has a bit of time. That's a nice composed kick. Finds Pendlebury. Chance here for Collingwood. Noble, can he find the goals from 68? He wants to go out across to side bottom. Methodically working their way. Here the Pies. Holds it up side bottom. Does he want to go deep? Does he want to hit a lead? 𝐬𝐿𝐼nski, Ronaldo, 𝐬𝐿𝐼nski, Mason Cox, or Charlie Cum. Jeez, bloody hell, a lot of comparisons we got here. Jamie Elliott, terrific mark. He needs to lift. So did Collingwood. Off the pace a wee bit. I don't really have a preference with Messi or Ronaldo, to be honest, Abdul, mate. A nice kick there from side bottom. Kitty Cum was just too short to get a fist in there. Jamie Elliott now to get this back to 16 points and must need a goal here, you'd feel like, to try and gain some momentum back their way. Never in doubt, right down the middle. Much need a goal. 3:53 to play in this second term. Of course, fellas, on half time we'll do the usual stuff we always love to do. I did do the Wordle today. Oh, not Wordle. The footy grid today. So I'll do the other one, the footygrid.com one, but oh, it was called Gridley. That's the one. Yeah, I already did that one today, so yeah. 𝐼𝐶 𝐞𝐿 𝐎𝐥𝐝 Well, they're two different players, so they're sort of hard to compare. I mean, when they're on, they're both great players, but you probably have to say Charlie Cameron in terms of the better player. Off Galgan in the middle. To restart things, Mason Cox is subbed on, so unfortunately Jacob Ryan has been subbed out. Dacos now tried the creative hand pass and does work to 𝐵𝗏𝐺. A little grubbering ball does find Crisp. Gets the kick forward now for Collingwood. Inside 50. 𝐼𝐶 did well. Andrews did better. Tried to claim the mark. And that kick will find the boundary. Today's Grizzlies today both have the same topic, says Tyler. Yeah, it was Collingwood, Brisbane, Norm Smith medalist, captain, 15. Yeah, I did it on my phone, so on my computer here, it actually hasn't been complete, so I might as well do it again. I actually didn't click the most popular button, so I actually don't know a few of the others. For the 15 plus finals games in Brisbane, I did 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐿 because I thought that would be like a nice point of difference one because he was part of their premiership run, but he wasn't. And then for 02 or 03 grand final play for Norm Smith, I forgot who it was in 2003, but I went Voss and that wasn't right, so I'll have to think about it. Anyway, Lions just controlling the tempo at the moment with the ball in their back half, in possession. Page just goes back across now to 𝐵𝗏𝐺. Yeah, no worries, Abdul, mate. All good. Alright, Freenan and Cam Rayner. Pushing the back. Yeah, Fiona, welcome to the stream, mate. Hopefully go well. Just want to chew some time off the clock here, the Lions, and get into the half-time sheds with this margin, it seems. 𝐶𝐿 now told to go. Just going to bomb a high one inside 50. Who can fly? Here's a chance now for... Ooh, went through Dunkley's breadbasket. The big O almost getting a touch in there. Mason Cox in and under. Rayner able to break free somehow. Can he get a hand pass away? He cannot. That's going to be on the ball. Was it all Smith? No. Yeah, that's it. It was someone black. Yeah, I forgot who it was. I went Voss because I felt like he won Norm Smith medal from one of those years, but I'm probably wrong. Or did he win it in 2001? But yeah, I'll probably have to guess that one at half time. Anyway, only throw a minute 44 to play. So Collingwood, the last few minutes have at least been able to stem the flow a bit of the line scoring a little bit tighter in defence. They've got the last goal themselves, so yeah, they are doing most things okay to try and get this comeback going, but they still have been the better side easily this first half, Brisbane. Some nice stuff there from Brisbane there again around the footy. Wilmot inside 50. Who can fly? Charlie Cameron almost. Ball goes to ground. Rayner now a chance. The dribbler from the pocket. Don't tell me it's the post. Unlucky. That would have been beautiful. They want to go down the spine here, Collingwood. Less than 90 seconds to play. Can they get a goal from a kick in? Mana now. Chipping ball in across the wing. Does look nice. 𝐸𝐶𝐰. That's going to be a front and contact there against McKenna. Inside 50 now. Andrews, that should be a free his way. Nothing given. Probably played for it. Kitty coming on is not preferred. Dunkley did well. And pass out into space now for McKenna. Over the top. Does find Wilmot. Composed hands were nice. Out to Berry. Maybe one last chance here for Brisbane. The kick was to 𝐸𝐿𝐴. Wasn't good enough. Off the turnover now. Collingwood. Lipinski over to Noble. Nice hand passes here. Short kicks a nice one. Finds 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Is he out of his range? Probably wants to find another lead. Well, the time is ticking, 22 seconds. Does he have it here from probably 55 out? This will take some sort of an effort. He is going to be lining up after the siren. Could bring the house down this one. 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬. He does have the distance. Fair play. But it is offline. So the margin is 16 points at half time. Great quarter there of footy again. Probably wasn't on repeat of the first quarter with a high scoring quarter, but it was probably Brisbane winning the chocolates really with that quarter. They've looked very dangerous going inside 50. When the ball just seems to go to ground, they're just seeming to get some goals. Sure, Collingwood have more tackles, and you can probably see now as the game gets on, the pressure is really going to start now resulting in a lot more turnovers as the players do get fatigued. But they've been great off the turnover. They've in the cold face too. They've just been the more classier side. Like Collingwood bring the heat, but they just get those quick hands forward, and they've looked pretty classy, Brisbane, and they do deservedly have the lead at half time. 16-point margin, 6 goals 5, 41, 9 goals 3, 57. Beautiful stuff. Let's have a look at the half-time stats, shall we? Before we move on to we'll do the two footy grids. So let's have a look. So 25 inside 50s to 21 Brisbane's way. They are winning the clearances by 6. 13 stoppage clearances to 10. 9 centre clearances to 6. Their way winning the contest possession count by 12. So winning all those important KPIs. But yeah, plus 20 tackles Collingwood's way. So they probably aren't getting the turnover sort of style they want to off it, because I just think like Brisbane have been able to do very well in the stoppage and stuff to get effective disposals and everything. But yeah, they'll obviously need to probably improve. They just haven't looked very poised. Like a few of their ball skills haven't been too great. Haven't looked great going inside 50, and I just think they're getting well beat around the footy. So I think that's where they need to try and turn things around. Anyway, let's have a look at the halftime stats. Dunkley's leading all disposal getters with 18. He had a great second quarter. A lot of players had a great second term. Pendlebury has 16 touches. Neil with 16. 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞 with 16. Jared Berry with 16. Total clearance is 6 to Neil, 6 to Pendlebury. Leonard's going. Leonard Maynard with 325. 5 tackles for Dunkley, 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐿, and Taylor Adams. Of course, want to fucking trade out 𝘼𝐼𝐶 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿. He's going off in fantasy. He's got 80 fantasy points at half time. Awesome. 5 intercept possessions also for 𝘼𝐼𝐶 𝐿𝐴𝐿. They just keep on kicking it to him, it seems. 5 score involvements for Josh Dacos, Jack Crisp, and Taylor Adams. 3 centre clearances for Neil and Pendlebury. Contest possession leader is Dunkley and Cameron, both with 9. And leading the inside 50s is McInerney and Tom Mitchell with 4. So yeah, good quality half of footy, has to be said. But yeah, I'm going to go take a whiz, fellas, and we'll get into the old halftime festivities, as we always like to do. Yeah, I'll probably have a crack at a few of the Warples as well. Oh yeah, we'll have to do the daily Warple, actually. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec.
Right, everyone, I am back. Of course, these streams is proudly sponsored by 𝐓𝐡𝐞, and the fine beverage here. No, I'm joking, of course. Wouldn't mind getting sponsored by a kombucha company, as of course I do like to consume a few bottles each stream. Yeah, wow, you tipped Lions by 16 Aussie chump, yeah, bloody hell.
That's good. Perfect margin. Still pissed off with last week. I tipped bloody Collingwood by 14 points, and then Geelong kick a goal after the siren to just ruin it. Imagine tipping Collingwood, like who would have done that? Yeah, I mean, come on, who would have tipped Collingwood? What a bloody idiot. What kind of idiot would have tipped Collingwood? Oh, wait, I did. Yeah, fucking. Bloody hell. But, you know, I still stand by my thought process of Collingwood tipping Collingwood, because if they lose this game, like, it's just like, I still like, just heading into finals with just such inconsistent form is just like, it just doesn't give good signs. Like, could they turn it around? Like, snap the fingers? Because could be a chance to lose the qualifying final to Melbourne, maybe. I don't know. Like, they've got to win this game of footy, but they're not playing well. I think Brisbane have been a far better team. Okay. So we'll do the 𝐬𝐻𝐻𝗶𝗹 first. I've got a few websites I can load up here. Bloody hell, I've got a lot of tabs open on my computer. Anyway, we've been dominating in the 𝐬𝐻𝐻𝗶𝗹 as of late. We've been bloody good. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. I don't know what the update is with 𝐼𝐻𝐿 on that, Louise. Okay, who's this? Is that Phil Davis? The long hair. Beautiful. Okay, done. Next. I'm joking. Okay, I already did this today, so I'll remember who I did. Okay, so for captain, I did Tony Shaw. A nice option there. Captain for Brisbane, I did Alistair Lynch, because I remember, like, from watching those grand finals, he was the captain for a bit. 2%. Norm Smith medalist and a captain. Who did I do again? I think I did Buckley. Yeah, I just went for Nathan Buckley, I'm pretty sure. 10%, so that's still not bad. This is a good one for me. Nick Maxwell. I did. This was like 2% or something. Yeah, 2%. Okay, so 15 plus finals games. I did Mal Michael, so it wasn't him. So I probably should do a bit of the obvious one. I mean, who is there? Who like played in every grand final? Normally 50-50 game, but Pies have some big outs. Yeah, that is true. Like, it's fair enough that people tip the Lions for that reason. G'day, Aaron. Yeah, good to see you back on the stream, mate. Hopefully everything's going well over there in the States. Early start to my Friday, so I had a fight with Collingwood before work. So are you a Collingwood supporter, Aaron? I forgot if you actually said last week or something, but yeah, if you are, mate, so not the most ideal half from your boys. Anyway, 15 games, finals games that is, in Brisbane. Surely Jonathan Brown. I was thinking though, like, well, if you think about it, so when did Brisbane make finals? So at least 9 games for the wins. Maybe he hasn't, because they didn't make finals after really 2004. I don't think Jonathan Brown would be one. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't necessarily have to. Yeah, Voss. Could Voss be one again? Like, it could be like, you know, a player that played only a few games for Brisbane. Then, you know, someone like a Jack Crisp, to be honest. I mean, does Jack Crisp have 15 games? Simon Black. No, I want to save Simon Black for the Norm Smith medalist, because he's actually the only one I can do, because there was only 2. Buckley was 2002, and yeah, Simon Black. I remember now, it was Simon Black. There's a Norm Smith medalist. There you go. Norm Smith medalist in 15 plus games. Oh, who did I do for this one again? I did O'Keefe. There we go, 2%. That's a beauty. Always remember O'Keefe. Okay, this one I did Luke Power. I think he was a low percent. Yeah, 2%. Then I went Nick Davis. I see it, but I don't believe it. 1%. I see it, but I don't believe it. And this one. Oh, I'll probably just go. Again, I still feel like Voss wouldn't be one. Like, could he have played 15 plus 5? You'd probably say yes. Because 15 plus finals games quite a bit. Could Jack Crisp have played 15 finals games? I don't feel like he would have. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Jason Ackermanis actually, because he played for the Bulldogs as well. So I feel like that would do it. Okay, there we go, 11%. Okay, 73. I mean, again, I did most of this earlier today, but I just filled in the mistakes I made. Not bad. I'll take that. And now to share it on Twitter for people to not give two shits about. No, I'm joking. Who do you think's going to win the flag? I mean, I've still been confident on Collingwood, but geez, hell, I have been playing. I have my doubts about them a wee bit now. Okay, here's another bloody Brisbane and Collingwood one. What's all this at the moment? Okay, 25 disposals in a final. Bloody hell, okay. Jeez. 25 disposals in a final. I mean, there's so many options you could go for. There is this player I'm thinking of. Oh, I forgot his name. He was one of the other midfielders apart, like Simon Blackwell stuff. I feel like this could be a good point of difference. He was Lappin, I think. Not Nigel Lappin, I think. Is he one? Okay, 7%. I think I did Mitch Robertson. Has he played 15 finals games, though? That's a thing. I was living on the Sunshine Coast with 3P. Wharf Tavern it went off. Oh, that's bloody nice, mate. Yeah, I was still bloody, okay, no. 2003, I was bloody... Yeah, sleeping away in my cot, I think. Anyways, we'll move on. Coached by Lee Matthews. And played for Brisbane. So it's basically... Just like any player you could think of. I'll just go Luke Power again because I did him last time. So 0%. Yeah, 2%. Brisbane and played with Scott Pendlebury. Well, this is basically a Brisbane or Collingwood player. A player that's played for Collingwood and Brisbane because you would have easily played with Pendlebury. So there's Beams, there's Crisp obviously as well. You know what? That's a good shout, Lockie. That is a good shout, Buckley, because I think Brisbane Bears count as Brisbane Lions, so this could be an absolute beauty. Surely it would count. Not bad. I mean, honestly, it's probably better than Beams or fucking the other bloody player, Beams or Crisp. So yeah, I'll tell you that's good stuff. Okay, Collingwood and 25 disposals in a final. 25 touches in a final. Someone like Tom Langdon, maybe? Would have he had 25 touches in a final? 25's an amount. Maybe not. I mean, side bottom, Taylor Adams. I'll go with Langdon one. No, I'll just go Adams. Don't want to risk it. There's even Taylor Adams got 25. Yeah, would have Maxwell had notched up 25 though? Probably. I'll just. Yeah, I'll just stick with Adams. Probably a high one to be honest. 3%. It's not bad. Okay, Collingwood and coached by Leigh Matthews. Okay. Who else did Leigh Matthews coach? Did he coach Oh, he did coach another team. He coached Hawthorn after he retired, didn't he? Lions going to win this. Says I think they're a good chance, mate. We'll skip that for now. Played in 2025 disposed in the final. I don't know. Shane Crawford. 1%. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, playing 2000s, coached by Leigh Matthews. Again, could be a lot of players. You know what we'll go for. Forgot his name. I put this. Oh, Damien 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Oh yes, 0.54%. On fire at the moment. Played in 2000s. Played with Pendlebury. Okay. Ben Reid. Big Ben. Oh, beautiful. Jeez, we're getting a few purples here at the moment. Tony Shaw. Yeah, I just realised. Because yeah, didn't Leigh Matthews? Yeah, Leigh Matthews coached Collingwood, didn't he? I swear to God, did something in the Pies. Yeah, Tony Shaw's a good one. 8%. And then final one, Collingwood to play with Pendlebury. I mean, this could just be anyone. We'll do Sierra. Why the bloody hell not? There we go, nice. 0.82%. That's pretty good, I think. I feel like Footy Grid has a lot more like than the other websites. I feel like this website has a lot more bloody variety of answers you can choose from. Like 25 disposed in the final. Like you could just do anyone. Yeah, Collingwood was one of the teams I caught on the rare US broadcast. Yeah, no, it's good to hear, mate. I tell you what though, Aaron, bloody the NFL's a bit of a stitch up over here. Like all the preseason games, we only get like on subscription or like free to air on ESPN. You only get a select few, and then the rest are on that bloody NFL pass, which is expensive, and I don't want to pay for it. So unfortunately, I couldn't watch the Saints get up against the Chiefs in the preseason. We kicked that game-winning field goal. Bloody hell. Better than last year's Super Bowl champions, not bad. Shame it was the bloody preseason. Okay. Alright, so yeah, not bad. I guess we can do another grid. Why the hell not? So what was that? What was today's? So your score is better than 65. So that's pretty good. What was this? Okay, we'll do this one. Why not? We'll keep on going with these. Lions going okay. If they keep going for the ball and don't play like for free, it's like kind of they should win. Yeah, I mean, Lions are just looking like the better team at the moment. They look more composed, look better in the footy. They're much better going inside 50. So, I mean, they've dropped games like this year though, Brisbane, where they've looked in control and they let it slip. So we'll see. Certainly, I mean, Collingwood are very good coming back as well. Okay, Essendon and Collingwood. Essendon and not Collingwood. Essendon Carlton. Bloody hell. Can't I see properly? Toured SoFi Stadium last year. Oh, that's bloody nice. Is that the Chargers or the Rams one? I think it's the Chargers one, isn't it? LA Chargers. I mean, the Rams and the Chargers share the same stadium, and then there's the one in Los. Yeah, that's right, the Rams one. Setterfield. Setterfield would probably be a pretty popular one. Sard's another. Okay. Well, try and quickly go through this. I'll go. Yeah, I think Sard would be more than Setterfield. 13's not bad. Oh Jesus Christ! Fucking bloody hell! I was on the coverage, and now we're quickly back to the fucking game. Okay, sorry fellas. Change your plans. Can't do yesterday's footy grid, unfortunately. But you know, fair enough. Footy's back, baby. Let's get into the second half. And jeez, bloody hell. Hold your horses, Brisbane. I'm trying to bloody get comfortable. Bloody change the graphics. Already a mark inside 50. Well, it's just like the repeat of the second quarter. Whereas a chance for Brisbane to just get a goal right off the centre bounce 20 seconds in. Well, there you go. Watch the Tillies. Yeah, I was talking about them earlier, Alex. Bloody hell, they're magnificent effort. It was one of those shoulda, woulda, coulda games. They threw it away, unfortunately. But no, I mean, England were the better side. Let's be honest. The ball was mostly in the forward half most of the game. 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐻𝐿𝐿's kick looks pretty good. That's a great kick, and that's home. There we go. Jesus, what a start for the Lions in this second half. That's their 10th goal, and they lead now back out to 22 points. Okay, well, while we wait, we'll continue with this. Okay, so North and Carlton. Fortunately, you can't start. You know what? We can just do a quick switch. Okay, North and Carlton. Played with Andrew Phillips. There could be a lot of options here, as he also played for Carlton. Did Buckley ever play with him? Yeah, 4%, not bad. Okay. Switch back. Yeah, g'day Nick. Hopefully going well, mate. Back from work, back the second half. Oh, mate, beautiful. Talking about perfect timing. I have photos from the late 90s, me and Justin 𝗬𝐿𝐴𝐵 in 𝐻𝐵𝐵 back when they didn't have AFL TV over there. Yeah, that sounds bloody nice, Poacher. Bloody hell. Yeah, I remember when I used to be a carpenter, my boss, you know, he's sort of like the salt the earth fella from like remote Queensland he grew up in, and he was telling me like, oh bloody, when I was your age and when I grew up there, we didn't even know what AFL was, because you know, obviously, even of course back then they didn't even bloody have the AFL in those areas. So yeah, no, you forget like Queensland's that heavy rugby of a state, like it, not really too much with the AFL or that whatnot. But you know, it's good to see like with the concessions and stuff, like Gold Coast will be getting some top quality players from their academy, and of course Brisbane has as of late, and you know, of course we Swannies do reap the rewards of it as well. Lachie Neale out inside 50. It's not a great kick because it should result in an intercept. Easy stuff there for Frampton. His kick's not too great there for Murphy. Ball could be turned over here. Buzzball. .450 stoppage here for the Lions. Nice movement there from Bailey. Charlie Cameron, as JB just said, ran out of tarmac. Yeah, another boundary throw in here.
Not a home venue for Collingwood very often, but they fill out pretty much every venue. Great Friday night crowd.
Oscar McInerney getting in there. Another ball up. I think the future for the Gold Coast Footy Club's pretty bright. Suns VFL team. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Suns VFL team's been very good, but also it's a very, very experienced and mature lineup. Like, most of their players is some experienced players and stuff. But yeah, they have some young players in there. Like Lloyd Johnston, fella's going to be making his debut. That sort of like outside player, he got drafted last year. Kick could work here from Danaher. No, he dropped it. Dunkley read it well. Hipwood now. Gonna have to kick it on his non-preferred wobbly kick. Could fall here for someone. Robertson did very well in the 50-50. Should result in a goal for Charlie Cameron. They're on fire, Brisbane. That's 2 quick goals this third term. Game out now to 28 points. Beautiful stuff for the Brizzy Lions. If you are a Lions fan, bloody oath. Trivia question for you. 𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐵 Senior supposedly suing concussion, even though he delivered concussions more than the most. What he did in the 1992 grand final. Yeah, that was a few months ago. That news coming through with he was suing all that stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, people obviously say there's hypocrisy and everything, but I think just in general, the most important thing is we've always got to protect the players, and I think, you know, it's like Liam Pickin and I think it was him, one of those Bulldogs players that were retired to concussion. He was another one of those suing the organisation and everything. Anyway, that was a beautiful goal. Robertson did really well there. He averaged to nudge it forward, put his body on the line, results in a Charlie Cameron goal, and he's brought his shooting boots tonight. I think that's his second. Pendlebury's, oh, that's just well done from him. Oh, no, never mind. Commentator's curse. He did well there to smother bloody Pendlebury's hand pass, and he just turns it over. But Pendlebury, there you go. He makes up for it. Taylor Adams now. Short kick does find Howe. Gittevans over the top. Should go to him, and he will... Well, no, geez, that's a poor kick. Ball hits the deck. Has a bit of time, though, Jack Ginnivan. On his left boot. Wobbly kicks a poor one. Zorko. Oh, fumbles it. Should result in a goal from 𝐼𝐚𝐿𝐴. No, he stuffed up his kick. Ball's still alive. Jeremy Howe, high ball. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, Jesus, what the hell was that kick? Ball's still alive here. Jeremy Howe had a chance. Zorko taps it. Oh, it's a throw against Zorko. Unlucky. I thought that was a tap. We'll have to see it again. Anyway, they'll get a goal here against the grain. Jamie Elliott should slot this home. Yeah, no worries, Abdul, mate. Well, Jamie Elliott should kick this goal off the free. And slots it home with ease. Going back to 22 points. There you go. So do you know who he dropped in the 1992 grand final? Nah, or I wouldn't know, mate. Honestly, I was not alive back then, so wouldn't know too much. Anyway, much needed goal there from the big Jamie Elliott. That's his second of the game. Really redeemed himself there, Pennery. It looked like Neil was going to break free, and then it looked like they turned. Oh yeah, that was a bit of a throw. Fair enough. It looked like from that angle. Yeah, that was it. It looked like from the original angle, he just slapped it, but yeah, that was a throw. Pennery, very nicely done. Reads this tap beautifully, and inside 50, here's a chance off the mark. McStay, beautiful mark. As I said earlier, here's a beautiful mark of the footy. Dan McStay, he can go back, and quick 2 in a row here for Collingwood, potentially. Oh, it's Don Parkin there. Yeah, righto. He's a big Western Australian... big player for Western Australian footy. Should kick this goal. And Don Pike's a big part of the Swans, because he's he has those WA connections. Like you've got Chad Warner, you've got Jack Buller, you've got a few of those Claremont boys. McStay, sorry, slots that home. There we go. Well, 2 quick goals. Back out to 16 points. To the margin it was at half time. Prissy Fagan might be happy with that one. 15:24 to play. Brisbane 2, Collingwood 2, yep. It's back even, really, this third quarter. Nice from Mason Cox. Sockers it out of the ruck. Crowd starting to build here. And so are the Pies by the looks of it. Side bottom, a wobbly kick inside 50. Oh, that's going to be deliberate off McKenna's shoe every day of the week. try to balance it off the boot, but goes out of bounds. Ablett Junior sniffed his money away, yeah, but Senior, sorry, sniffed his money away, yeah, no, sure did. I think everyone's seen that bloody interview after retiring. He just looks like he's sniffed a bit of bloody cocaine and all that stuff. Went on a bit of a skiing adventure. Anyway, Pendlebury inside 50. How? Oh, what a mark. Took the few bites of the cherry and holds it in. Well, all of a sudden, this game will get back to 10 points. G'day, Craig. Hopefully going well, mate. All it takes is a little scoring start, the momentum, good adrenaline rush. Yeah, especially in AFL, adrenaline, momentum, sorry, is a big thing in this sport. And that it's going to be 3 quick goals for Collingwood. Well, Jeremy Howe was pretty much non-existent in the first half. He's known for his marking ability. He's going to have to be big, and he takes an important contested mark there, and he kicks the goal. There we go. 10-point game. 3 in a row for Collingwood. How does he do that? Yeah, that was when he took that mark of the year against us a few years back. 9 goals, 5, 59, 11 goals, 3, 69. So, the pie tip's starting to look okay all of a sudden. Oh, and the Collingwood chance is starting to go around the grounds. A wee bit. I can slightly hear it. Nothing too much, but, And I'll just join. Make sure you like and subscribe. That'll be much appreciated. Good game of footy here. Unfortunately, Jacob Ryan has been subbed out with that injury, which is a shame. You hate to see it, but oh well. Biggest rush for me personally is hockey. I'm guessing ice hockey because it's big in America. Since everyone's moving so fast and goals can occur within any shot. Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't really watched too much of the ice hockey, but apparently it's one of those sports like you got to get into it because how you said it was perfect. Anyway, Brisbane all of a sudden under the pump a wee bit. They've given up the last few centre clearances, and pretty much every time it's gone inside 50, it's resulted in the Collingwood goal this third term, and they break free here. Jack Crisp now has space. Pendlebury now shipping balls, a beauty, finds on the lead Jeremy Howe, and he can get the game back to 4 points all of a sudden. There's this self-belief of Collingwood lifting again. Going to get a shout out, says Craig. I don't know. I mean, you've been a bit of a tease to me, Craig, in the last few days or so. Yeah, I have to think about it, mate. If Jeremy Howe kicks his goal, I'll give you a shout out. Will he kick the goal? He sure will. What a kick from Howe. He's got 2 in a minute. It's back to 4 points. Oh, my man, my word. Fellas, Craig. Good old Craig. Good old Craig. I mean, I'll tell you what, we go back to the primary school days. Star teammates in AFL footy. Kicked 10 goals between us one day in a 128-point win. We go way back. Top bloke. Bit of a prick as of late. I don't really hang out with him too much, but, he's alright. So go check him out. He's a top bloke. You're a beauty. There you go, Craig. That'll be $25. No, I'm joking. What happened to Brisbane? Yeah, bloody hell. Well, this is Collingwood in a nutshell. In a blink of an eye, they turned things around, and how about this? All of a sudden, they're now starting to play with a bit of dare, and it's about this centre. These centre bounces. Look at this. 5 goals straight. Obviously, not all the goals have been kicked in that time period with the scores from centre bounce, but they've started now to really get their noses around this in terms of winning the ball at ground level, and especially around the footy. I've got to get in the middle. The last 4 goals now to Collingwood. 4-point game. Now we've got a bit of a game on here as a neutral supporter. Bringing the Pies. Ball up. I've been in the NHL here in the States because I lived in North Carolina, a few minutes away from Carolina Hurricanes Arena. One game person. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, mate. I'll tell you what though, I remember my dad went to Vancouver or something, and he watched one of those NHL games, and yeah, he was telling me like they're bloody great to watch live. So yeah, no, that's definitely fair enough by the sounds of it. Like one game you're hooked. McKenna now inside 50. Who can he find? Oh, Charlie gets up. What a jump from Quaynor. But this will result in the goal, won't it? Out the back, Zach Bailey. There you go. Well, that's unfortunate almost because I felt Quaynor did exceptionally well there to get that spoil in. How fucking high did he jump there? But it's another goal where the ball's gone to ground in their defensive 50 and they have conceded. But that's some nice crumbing there, especially I think that was from Dunkley. And over the top, Zach Bailey gets another crumbing goal. Well, that's much needed for Brisbane, just to get a bit of a settler. Back out to 10 points. I remember when Craig back in the day never gave me lunch money every week. We'll never forget the generosity in Kyle something there. He's done quite the job. Oh, of course, mate. And, you know, I don't know why I do this with shout-outs. I just act like a fucking complete tool, but, you know. Yeah. No, but hopefully the subscriber count is going up, mate. Craig. I have to probably start doing a bit more giveaways and shout-outs and stuff. I don't know if I probably have the influence to or anything, but I mean, I technically do it anyway with the winners of the tipping comp in the fantasy leagues. Anyway, another clearance here for Collingwood, but it was smothered through Adams. Adams' kicker was nice hand passes here from the Lions. Neil out to Joe. Oh, geez, he's a bit slow as 𝐸CREE was chasing his tail inside 50. Nice body work there from McCarthy. Ball goes to the deck. Cleaning up was Noble, and Frampton's kicks a poor one straight to Devon Robertson. That's a terrible kick. Quickly plays on. Jared Burry now breaks a tackle. He's going to strike this one from 55. That kick is across the face. And now when you kick a point, you finally realise how actually accurate Brisbane have been. Technically, how both teams have been. 12 goals 4 and 10 goals 5. Here you go, full says Dylan. That team right there, my friend. Big game tomorrow night. Crazy part is for the state of North Carolina. That was the first pro sport within the state to win a championship. When a championship was hockey. Yeah, that's right, because the Panthers haven't won a Super Bowl. They made the Super Bowl early 2000s against the Patriots, but they lost a close one, I think. Anyway, that's going to be paid a mark there to McCarthy. Yeah, no, that's obviously quite big for the state then. Southern states. Yeah, that is true when you think about it. Yeah, ice hockey in the southern states is not really a big thing. It's almost like over here where, like, you know, a far north Queensland player is a star AFL player. Like, you know, it's not really too much of a thing, whilst Queensland's more about rugby. McCarthy's kick, that is a absolutely perfect kick right over the goal umpire's hat. Brisbane get their response. It's 2 goals in a row their way, and they get the margin back out to 17 points. Some nice quick maths from me there. I'm watching your videos for years. Yeah, of course, mate. As I said, you and I go way back. You've supported me, mate. You've supported me since day one, which was fucking year 7 when I made all those. To be honest, if you actually want to watch my old stuff, it actually still is there. Yeah. Fucking viewer discretion is advised. Ultra cringe warning. Yeah, bloody hell. I used to do like trick shot videos and all that stuff. Like AFL ones, like kicking the bin, kicking the hoop, all that. Tell you what, it's bloody fun and put effort into those videos. So that's why I actually still have them up. I didn't bloody delete them because, you know, proud of my younger self. Even though, yes, I admit they're fucking cringe. Anyway, enough about bloody me. It's about this game of footy. And that is going to be another boundary throw. 11:07 to play in this third term. So that's important for Brisbane. They've kicked the last 2 goals, which is much needed. They needed a bit of momentum back their way. It just seemed all of a sudden Collingwood going to get back in this game and probably still are in this game. The margin is only 17 points. Nice intercept there from Andrews. Jasper Fletcher now on the wing. He wants to quickly go over the top. He does find his mate of 𝐸𝐿𝐺𝐻, another young star for Brisbane. Quick kick finds 𝐬𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐻 𝐸𝐿𝐺𝐻. Tell you what though, I've been a little bit disappointed in 𝐬𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐻's Coleman's year. I mean, injuries hasn't not helped him, but I thought he was gonna like go to that next level this year because he had such a great year last year, but he's sort of gone backwards almost. So if he has a big pre-season, he keeps fit, maybe next year he can go to that next level. G'day Neilo, welcome mate. Hopefully going well. I'm learning English and I'm always listening to videos. I've probably listening and cheering for Collins. Yeah, that's great to hear, mate. Jared Lyons a sub, just misses almost. Yeah, it's good to hear, mate. Yeah, appreciate the support, man. Yeah, that's good. So that's good to see you. You're learning a bit of English, mate. The universal language. Judging by your name, I'm guessing you are from Brazil. Even though Brazil's spelt with a Z, not with an S. So I could be totally wrong. And a nice mark there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿. 10-10 to play in this third quarter. Ten minutes to play. What do I always say? I always say just like X amount of time left in the quarter. That's going to be a high tackle. Jeez, I swear to God, is that the first high tackle of this game? There's been a lot of frees, but there's been barely any high tackles. Anyway, Hipwood gains a bit of separation there from Frampton. Just couldn't hold on to the mark. 𝐼𝐻𝐿, quick grand hand pass, finds Murphy. That's not a very smart hand pass there from Murphy. He's dispossessed. And they're going to get out of jail there, the Pies, with a free. Yeah, from Brazil. Oh, yeah, nice, man. That's good to hear. Now out of the fence. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Like yourself, Neil. It's great to see more foreigners getting around the AFL football. It's one of the best sports in the world. It can safely be said. That's going to be deliberate against Conor McKenna. He's been pinned for 2 deliberates this quarter now. Where the season goes, says Craig. Yeah, it's gone quick, really quick. And we've got a bloody extra round of footy, of course, next week. Obviously, last year we had 23, this year 24. Harris Andrews with another intercept mark. Just going to pump one long towards the direction of Reinhart. It's not a great kick as Murphy can fly. That's going to be legs taken out. Advantage played now through Brayden Maynard. He pumps it long. Outnumbered contest here. Should favour 𝐼𝐻𝐿. That's a great mark overhead. Geez, Murphy's been in the wars. He always gets bloody injured. Or he's always in the intention of trainers every game, it seems. But not a negative or derogatory thing, I think. He tucks the footy great. It's a nice short play here. Geez, I mean, 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 could have probably gone for the shot there. He's made it a bit tougher for Adams. He's going to be snapping on the boundary. Can he kick this goal? Left foot snap. Thought he was going to go to the check side. He's going to go for left foot snap. He plays on round the corner. The kick. Ooh, it looked okay. But bent too much. And that's going to go for a minor score. So Murphy looks a bit groggy after that contest. Yeah, that was a lack of discipline there from Reno. Didn't really go for the ball. Just clear hands in the back. Or tunnelling free, as it's also called. 𝐓𝐿𝐻𝐿 now in their back pocket, just short kick to Harris Andrews. Of course, as I like to say, the man who always looks like he's playing like he's drunk. He never shows much intensity with how he plays. Like he just sort of meanders and just grabs a mark, or when he has the ball, he's just like Pendlebury. He likes to look the composed and slower, shorter player. Cameron did well to bring that to ground. 𝐼𝐻𝐿, though, look at that pace and attack on the footy, but the tackle from Rayner was better. He was the road block there. And forces the stoppage. My whole family goes for Collingwood, says Craig. Yeah, that's good to hear, mate. You know, that's a good thing to do, man. You got to support the team when you're growing up, the same as your parents. That's what I did. You know, like father, like son with my old man. In the last few minutes or so, the scoring has dried up a little bit. Side bottom, he's going to get a high there. Yeah, don't have to be late at all, Joyce. That's totally fine. You can join whenever. So it's not a school or anything. No, there's no roll call or anything. I don't think. No, but that's all good, mate. Yeah, hopefully going well on stream again. I think you were in the Swan stream last week, if I remember correctly. That's going to be a free kick against 𝐓𝐿𝐻𝐿. Who's it going to go to? It's going to go to 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Now we saw at the half-time Soren, he has the distance from here, so probably will go for it again. You just said your whole family goes for Collingwood, Craig. Making a few porgies, mate. I thought you said my whole family goes for Collingwood. I must have misinterpreted it then. 6.5 minutes to play this third quarter. Can 𝐼𝐻𝐿 kick this from downtown in front of the cheer squad? That kick looks beautiful. Does it have the distance? It sure does. What a kick. As a goal and oh gosh, the goal umpire hit the deck there. That's a beautiful kick. Much needed goal there for Collingwood. They get the margin back to 11 points with 6:18 to play. Huge stuff there from Brodie 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Nope. Off we go again in the middle. Nice tackle there from Neil on Tom Mitchell. That's the ball up. 11-point game as we are entering the final term soon as they break free here again. Brisbane through. Zach Bailey inside 50. That's a lovely kick. Hipwood mark on the lead was nice. Jesus Christ, bloody the umpire's giving Maynard plenty of leniency. Fucking hell. Bloody hell, I mean, jeez. Took a while for him to listen to the instructions. Anyway, can Hipwood kick this goal? This will take some sort of an effort. Definitely has the distance you'd feel. Can he flush this one? Kicks on its way. Does it come back? It's a wobbly kick, but it's home. That's the most important thing. And they get a goal back from it. Maynard not happy. Another goal from stoppage there. The Brizzy Lions. Well done there, especially from Zach Bailey. Yeah, doesn't he always, Lockie, mate? He has a bit of the white line fever. That's a nice play. Yeah, that's really well done then from him. Would gain some good separation there against Maynard. Pushes him aside and takes a nice mark. And he's been good with this game. It's his second of the game. .520 to play in this third term. Goal for goal almost now, this third quarter. Similar to the first term. Slapped out there from Mason Cox. Pendlebury gets a little kick forward. Only as far as Jasper Fletcher. That's a clean pick up. Neil. Oh, beautiful. Cleanly. Oh, I don't even know what I'm fucking saying. Cleanliness. Bloody hell, why can't I say that word? I usually can. It was clean stuff from Neil, but they did turn the ball over. Kitty Coleman, what a tackle. Holding the pill. That's a great moment there. I was given hell by the ump, unacceptable. Mano's serial offender talking back from the umps. Yeah, and then we see in the Carlton Collingwood game, bloody a few dissent frees given for pointing at the scoreboard. It's like so inconsistent. Last year was a train wreck when the rules started to come into fruition. Like anything you'd said would be dissent. And then now it's like things that should be probably dissent isn't dissent. And then we figured about it, and then finally a free is given for dissent, and it's like, oh come on, that happens all the time. It's just like the ump, you know, it's just well, if the ump feels like it, if he's offended or not, I don't fucking know. Chrissy Fagan looking pretty serious up there in the box. Not coaching on the bench. He hasn't been coaching on the bench almost pretty much all year. He used to be coaching on the bench every game. Big 50-50 to be won here. Beau McCree known for his pace, but couldn't pick up the footy there. But the toe poke was okay. He tucks the footy there again beautifully well. On Wilmot. Great tackle. And that's going to be a dangerous tackle. Yep, there you go. To be honest, I feel that's almost fair enough. Yep. Like it was a head movement. I hate to say it was, but yeah, that is a dangerous tackle. Yep. The dumping motion, fair enough. There we go. Oh, geez, the home crowd doesn't like it, though. Bloody good thing I'm not commentating this game in the middle of the cheer squad or something. I've been probably fucking kicked out or something. Nah, but probably a fair call. Even though, no, you can't go against Beau McCree's attack on the footy. Beautiful stuff. Great mark there in game 200 from 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐬𝐿. I think Brody will score again. I'm guessing... I'm guessing you're a fellow punter, Simple Mechanics. Nothing against it. It's just that, like, I get all these questions every week, and it's like, you know, it's like a subliminal message or something that, like, you know, I'm a punter. Just give me some information. I think he will. I mean, Collingwood get back. You feel like he kicks a goal. Jamie, that's a beautiful kick to Ginnivan. Nope, good sport there from Charlie Cameron. What's he doing down in the back half? Bloody hell.
Oh, g'day, Clint. Prefer listening to you over the commentators any day. No bears to grab. Oh, appreciate it, Clint. Yeah, thanks for the kind words. Even though I trail off a little bit, but no, I appreciate it. I mean, with this game, it's a bit easier to do because it's intense and game's close stuff. Penderbury, very nice. Oh, classy play, Penderbury. That's a terrible kick. Come on. Oh no, Jesus Christ, no, it worked. The camera angle put me off because I thought that kick was further than it was. Because it felt right. Oh, here's a chance. Where are you? Simple mechanics, mate. Here's a chance for you to get up in your multi. Brody 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Oh no, it's fine, simple mate. Here's your chance. Oh, he's missed. Unlucky. Right, it's still alive. One of my first few punts got a 22 part from $1. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I remember like a few years ago, like in year 12, everyone in my year started betting and everything. Like people in class would just fucking watch the horses and stuff. And it's like, why are you bloody doing all that crap? And then I decided to do one of those wuss bets. Like I think it was like an Adelaide game. I did like a few plays like Laird, 𝐼𝐻𝐿 for 20 plus touches. I did like $1 bet. Won like $5. I was pretty proud. Then I told my parents like, oh, I won a multi. And then my dad gives me a stern lecture like, mate, betting's a fool's game. And I can't be bothered to do betting anyway because you have to bloody make the effort doing multis. And let's be honest, you don't bloody listen to freaking multis. Like Brownie's multi, I think he like literally, I actually saw, great mark there from the Big O. Anyone follow the 𝐓𝐴FL stats on Facebook, or you've seen their stuff? He did like this thing where obviously every preview Brandy does like a multi. Nathan Brown, that is. It's something like less than 5% of the multis he does that they've actually gotten up. So like you never want to actually listen to any of them. You want to just make up your own. But there's all those like groups and AI betting I've been seeing. The Big O, can he kick this? Don't tell me no, he's missed. That's going to go for a point. Well, it's a 17-point margin now with 1:21 to play. So we're starting to get into crunch time now, and this is where we probably expect the Pies to start to turn it up a bit. So Murphy's been on the bench for over 10 minutes. He looks okay, so he's back on the front bench, so obviously probably back into the rotations. So that's important for them. He was big against the Cats last week, so probably going to have a big fourth quarter. Ball finds a boundary there. Okay, 1:10 to play. Geez, Penderbury's having a day out. 25 touches, 11 contest possessions. Still got it at 35 years old. Fantastic player, of course. You'd expect him to get to 400 games. Dunkley taking in the tackle. Their tandem tackle from Cox and Mitchell. Ball up again. G'day, AFL time. Welcome, mate. Hopefully going well. Oh, yeah, cheers. Subscribe. Simple Mechanics. Always appreciate it. And feel free, if no one's had already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Obviously aiming for 15k by the end of the year. That's a goal a bit of a goal I put out at the start of the year. Lachie Neale, beautiful again. Oh, this deserves a goal if it's home. Nope, didn't make the distance, rushed. But this has been the difference as well, this game. Lachie Neale's having a fine game because he's just been able to break free from stoppage so easily. Like he had 5 clearances at quarter time, so he's been big in that area. Well, 40 seconds, the ball's still in the lines forward half as they do win the stoppage. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Bloody hell. I mean, I tried it out Neale in fantasy this week, so he's on 74 points, so he could still be on for a good score, but oh, for fuck's sake. He's probably going to go off now in the fourth quarter. Talking him up, train him out, punches me. Josh Dacos, kick towards a 2-2. Ball trickles out the back here. 𝐓𝐴FL, maybe a chance to get on the end of it on his right foot. Oh, this is a good favourable kick here for 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Oh, he takes the mark. There we go. Well, simple, mate. You should be able to get up now as he will be lining up directly in front. Great mark. And that's a Collingwood-esque sort of attack there. Breaking free from that congestion and getting up forward. Geez, 𝐼𝐻𝐿's been underrated this game. He's kicked some important goals. He's taken some great marks. And look at that for a non-preferred kick. Did well to win that contest. Cameron brought it to the ground. 𝐼𝐻𝐿, first one to react, and should result in a goal here for 𝐼𝐻𝐿 to get this game to 12 points as we enter the fourth term. Sneaks it home. Bloody hell, I thought he missed there again. Those fucking camera angles are putting me off. Well, we're in for an absolute beauty, fellas. At 3/4 time. I've tipped the Pies by 14, but unfortunately it is the wrong side at the moment.
It's flipped around the wrong way. But we should be on for a beauty here. 3/4 time. 12 goals, 779. 14 goals, 791. It's a high-scoring game of footy. Both teams shared the momentum in that third quarter. Overall, again, it's a bloody great term of footy. This has been a good night of footy. It's simple as that. It's been high octane from both sides. Both sides have had their share of dominance, especially the third quarter. It's looking like going to be a ripping grandstand finish, you do think. So have a look at the stats, as we always like to do. Why'd you tip the Crows over the Swans? Ugh. It's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's to make my audience happy. No, I'm joking. It's not to make my audience happy, but like, I don't know. Like, let's be honest. Adelaide's form's actually been very good. The games they've lost to is top 4 teams, and they've been all under a kick, and they've dominated at home. So, I still feel like they're I still feel like we're a chance. I still feel like we're a chance to win. It's not impossible, Big Bud, but like, if we can break. This is the thing, like we can't, but if we can break even the contest, I back us in with efficiency and ball use, which we've been good at. And the Crows' back half's fucking inexperienced. Like there's no Duday, there's no Butts, there's no Murray, so it does hurt them. So they've got Borlase back there, who's like his first year. They've got Worrell back there, who's been out of the team. So it's a forwards have been humming as well. So I think it could be a bit of a high scoring shootout because Adelaide is first in the comp for points for. But hey, if Tom McCann can contain the Texan, I think we could be okay. Anyway, 3/4 time. And yes, congrats, Simple, on your multi, mate. Surely there's a bit of a, I don't know, punting advice surcharge or percentage or fee or something. I'll give a bit to me. No, I'm joking. Okay, now. Well, $22 won. Straight back into the punt, I think. Back on the mutts or on some horsies. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats. 31 clearances, 27 the Lions' weight. The difference has been they've looked a lot cleaner around the footy. They've been pretty efficient. They've moved the ball well. Plus 11 contested possessions their way. Still doing well around the footy. They just had that probably 5 to 10 minute period where they just totally fell asleep. Plus 6 inside 50s the Lions' way as well. Should be a good game though, but I'm back in the Swans. Big game for Heaney, I reckon. Yeah, he's been in some good form, Heaney, and maybe at the right time, hopefully. Papley's been great. He's been racking up the footy too, especially since he's been in the centre bounces. What else are we looking at? So, yeah, 8 tackles inside 50 to 3. The Lions' way. They just look like a bit more of the deadlier team when going inside 50 lines. But, hey, the Pies have done well to get this game back to a gettable margin of 12 points. 3/4 time, 13 marks inside 50 to 7. The Pies' way. McStay's been one of the main leaders of that area. He's been great at marking it inside 50. Let's have a look at some play stats, shall we? So, leading all the disposal getters is Pendlebury with 26. Neil's got 25. Josh Dacos with 21 and a goal. McKenna 20. Josh Dunkley with 20. Tom Mitchell with 18. Berry with 18. Pendlebury has 10 clearances and Neil has 8. Those are some fine numbers. 444 metres game for Josh Dacos. He's leading the game with that. 6 tackles each for Crisp and Dunkley. Crisp had 5 tackles in the first quarter. What else are we looking at? 2 goal assists for Adams, McCluggage, McCurry and Pendlebury. Contested possession leader is Dunkley with 13. He's having a good game. 8 score involvements each for 𝐼𝐻𝐿 and Pendlebury. But how about that though? Like, with no Dacos and no DeGoey, it's like Mitchell and Sidebottom and a few of those mids, like Pincey's got to stand up. Not much is said about Pendlebury's got to stand up, but he's the one standing up tonight. Like, he's been big. Especially like around the footy, just those stoppages. He's been clean and yeah, just showing his fine self really. What shall dodge these umpires get in the last quarter? Yeah, no, if they could, to be honest. Who knows? Another big game tomorrow night, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 versus Geelong. Yeah, that should be a beauty, Nick. Yeah. Shame I'm going to be missing out on it for like the 5th time in 6 weeks. I swear to God. Why is it every fucking time the Swans have been playing, I've been missing out on the games of the century? I missed out on that Port and Collingwood one. Everyone was saying it was like the game of the century. You know when, like, back in the day, you'd miss a day from school, and it turns out, like, the day you missed was the fucking best day ever. And then you bloody miss out on it. This is how I'm feeling the bloody moment. We're basically getting all the Saturday night games, but like the Foxtel ones, so not like the primetime sort of Channel 7 ones, yeah. Lions can shake off last quarter hoodoo, media hit with them. Yeah, I feel bad for Chris Fagan almost. Like the, I mean, good sign of the MCG, because even the questions would be even bloody at a higher rate. But they're good at Marvel, so we'll see. It's a big last quarter for both clubs. It's a crucial game of footy for both teams. In fact, that's a question on the stream. Bottom right of your screens, does the loser of this game hurt their ticker for the flag? I think it's a genuine question, because I've said enough on this stream that if the Pies lose this, they're not really building that premiership runway, which you need to bloody win games in a row prior to finals to, you know, win the flag. It's what history says. And of course, for the Lions, it could hurt them, because that's probably could be their top 2 chances gone if Port Adelaide win their last 2. So, yeah, it's big for both clubs. It's a huge quarter. We're back underway for the 4th quarter. The Pies did well to get momentum back their way and win that 3rd premiership quarter. It's important, and we all know how well they finish games. So, again, expectations on the Pies to probably pinch this one, but we'll see. They've been the better team, though, overall this game, has to be said. Probably just Brisbane, but, you know, it's a 4-quarter game of footy, not 3. Adams now, free kick his way, goes inside 50. That's a poor kick, right down Harris Andrews' throat. Zorko now, short kick into McCluggage. And a nice measured kick out into space. More Mason Cox did well to get a hand in there. McKenna now tucking the footy. Did he dispose of that? Looks like he just got a hand pass there. McCree now breaks a tackle. Avoids another. He can go here. Bo McCree short kicks a nice. No, he missed Jeremy Howe. Poor kick. Ball still alive here. Adams goes and gets it. Howe, nice hand pass to Tom Mitchell. He gets a hand pass out now to Jamie Elliott, but bloody Robertson's right out his tail. Nice vision there from Mitchell again. Crisp now. He can go bang from 50. Goes to 𝐼𝐻𝐿 deep. And that's a good mark there from Leicester. Very, very composed stuff there from the veteran. Go Geelong for tomorrow. Should be a good game, mate. I've tipped the Saints, though. I mean, it's sort of against the grain for me, because I haven't really been backing in the Saints. I don't have much confidence in them. But how they've been playing as of late gives me a little bit of a chance they could win. It'd be a bit of a boil over if they do win the game of footy, because you still naturally give Geelong one more chance. But I actually did a few squiggles. I just realised if Geelong lose tomorrow night, I think that's the season done, which is like crazy to think about. Like Geelong could actually miss finals. They're a team that never miss finals. Beautiful transition there from the line. Charlie Cameron, sorry, I was off track there. Yes, I know. Cue your laughter. I know, Clive. It sounds crazy, but I tell you what, like the Saints have proved me wrong a little bit, so I feel like I've got to go on them one week. And they beat Geelong at Marvel last year. Like they play their best at Marvel too, so we'll see. They're bloody shit everywhere else usually. So we'll see how they go. Charlie Cameron now. Can he kick this goal? Sure can. That's a huge goal for Brisbane. It's always going to be important whoever kicked the first goal of this game. And there we go. First goal of this game. First goal of this final quarter, I meant, sorry. Goal. Margin back out to 18 points. But, you know, my tipping's been actually in good form as of late. I tipped the Blues. A few people disagreed with me on the tipping video. Proved them wrong. So, you know. But, you know, tipping isn't about bloody proving people wrong. It's just about who you think's going to fucking win the game of footy. And get it wrong. Judging by my position in my tipping ladder. Goodness sake. Don't forget that Carlton have the chance to get to 9 straight wins tomorrow. Yeah, no, that's true, Benjamin. Bloody hell, they were building their premiership runway really well. So, look, they have every chance to, if they continue it, to maybe reach a prelim or something. Big goal there for Charlie Cameron. They moved the ball really well there. And that was a great kick into his advantage too. Penderbury, that's a clever little toe poke towards Josh Dacos. Hand pass, not a good one. Lachie Neal's been very good in the centre of the ground. Wilmot, oh, that's a poor kick. Mitchell now on the turnover. Adams got to be good here. He gives it in board to Josh Dacos. He can find the goal here, Josh. The kick does come back. And that's going to be touched. Well done there from Jack Payne. 𝐼𝙗𝐿𝐼𝐴 is C. 𝐼𝙗𝐿𝐼𝐴 is most improved player for the Lions this year, of course. Judged from my video earlier this week. If anyone wants to watch it, feel free. Not a bad one. One in there from Payne, though. Gets the touch on the line. 17 points the margin. That's going to be disposal number 22 for McKenna, and he kicks that one out of the full. Bloody hell. He's had a few poor turnovers, a few deliberates he's given away, a few out of the fulls. I don't mean to flex or anything, but I've tipped the past 19 Carlton games. Bloody hell. That's actually very, very impressive. Fair flex. No, that's it. There is a fair flex. Because bloody hell, I didn't tip them against Gold Coast whilst they were poor. Ooh, Markov gives away a front-on contact free there. Well, if Brisbane win this game, cue all the bloody social media comments and everything. Oh, bloody the free kick, Brisbane and shit. That's the sour thing of bloody footy these days. You can't bloody enjoy a game of footy because whenever it's close, it's bloody free kick this team, free kick that team. Bloody hell, when you just try and enjoy the game, not the umpires, you might actually like the game a bit more. It's going to come out the back here for Brisbane. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 strolling into the open goal. There we go. They get another goal off transition. Big goal there for Brisbane. That's 2 in a row, and they're now up by 23. Well, how about that? That's a bit of a defensive lapse there from the Pies. That ball sneaking out the back, where usually that should be mopped up by the likes of Noble or Markov and a few of those plays. I mean, 𝐸𝐞𝐬 was back there, but that was a beautiful shepherd there from Charlie Cameron too. Let's see this. To be fair, that was smart there from Cameron. Used his body exceptionally well. Did the team thing, went for the shepherd, and input rolls in for an open goal. Beautiful stuff. Eric 𝐓𝐡𝐞. He's been good. He's been very good. 3 goals now for him. I feel bad for him. I feel like he's such an overhated player. Like the bloody media fucking dig into him and Danaher when they play a shit game. It's like, oh, they don't work. Oh, they're selfish. For goodness sake, they've actually been quite good this year. As Kaido does the fucking daily or streamly crash as it always fucking does. For any computer nerds out there, I upgraded my RAM to bloody, I think it was like 32 gigabytes or something. A high amount. Because obviously Google Chrome's a memory heavy program. I still get bloody crashes on K with memory, not enough memory. It's just like, what the bloody hell? What do you want me to do? I forgot how to point for the Pies, by the way. Anyway, I'll stop talking waffle. If I recall correctly, Sydney beats Adelaide tomorrow, then they automatically... I did see on Twitter it's like a 90% chance, Ben, so it's most likely going to happen. But, the favourable results should fall in our favour, so pretty much, yeah. Brody Mind check now. Going to be a big game or not, though. Kick, can he kick this? He's flushed one from 55 out last time. Kick looks pretty good. Does it have the distance? I think it does. And that's rushed through. Well done there from Payne again. Been big on the line the last few moments. Yeah, Connor McKenna now to kick back into play. Short kick finds Neil. Yes, that is correct. 32 gigabytes of RAM, everyone. And I still have memory loss crashes on fucking KO. Absolute bull dust. Nice movement here from Brisbane. Kitty Coleman now. Oh, that is exquisite ball use. Oh, Josh Dunkley's dropped the mark. Noble did well. Slaps it out now to Alfred Muller. The boy from Belarus does find. Oh, crisp. Oh, tricky one. Drops it. Lost it in the lights. The sub of lines. There we go. Finds Dunkley there again off the turnover. This has been the difference, though, from Brisbane. They've pretty much giving Collingwood a taste of their own medicine with how they've been moving the ball. Some great movement there. So a whack forward there from Crisp. Oh no, sorry, this is the replay of okay, that was smart there from Harris Andrews. He moved a little bit more forward with the umpire telling him off. Well, can Josh Dunkley kick this goal? Snaps on its way. Ooh, doesn't bend back enough. 23-point margin. Like Markov now. 𝐓𝐴 is way overrated. I mean, that's fair enough. I still feel like maybe overrated, fair enough, but he's still a good player. He's been good tonight. And I feel like overall this year has actually been pretty decent. Kitty Coleman now. Important mark. He goes towards the pocket again. Can he find Joe? He sure can against the mismatch of Alfred Muller. Huge stuff. Anyone else tip pies? You're looking at this fool right here, Tiger, mate. This is what happens when you actually put faith in a club. You give them a chance. But, you know, obviously, people tip the Lions because of the outs. That's definitely fair enough, but I still feel like the Pies have the depth to fill the void, and at home too, but I mean, the game's not over yet, but they've just been the complete better side, Brisbane. They look classier around the footy. That's been the difference. And Joe Danaher will continue the onslaught for the Pies fans. There's a huge goal there from the boundary. They're making these set shots look easy, Brisbane. Like, bloody hell. This is why teams are top 4, when they can execute well in front of goal. This is where you deserve to be, and they've just been awesome in front of goal tonight. Joe Danaher with a great kick. 17 goals, 8-1-10 to 12 goals, 9-81. Going to be the game over now, so it's, 29-point margin. Still plenty of time to go. Oh, yeah, sorry, Aussie, man. Bloody point wrong. It's poor from me. It's hard. It's bloody hard, the life I live, you know. Timekeeper, scoreboard operator, commentator, streamer. Bloody hell. Got a lot on my plate. So, you know. No, cheers, let me know. Sutherland, get the ball forward like we need to be more aggressive. Assuming you are a Pies fan, 𝐓𝐴, yeah, that is true. But that's the thing, like, I feel like, just no Darcy Moore's just hurt them. Like, maybe it was just like a bit of a, purple patch with how well Murphy played. I mean, Murphy's a great player, but they just, structure-wise, are massively missing more of that intercept game. Because they thrive off him. His ball use is great. They rebound really well off him, but they've just lacked that a little bit tonight. They've been a bit iffy when moving the ball out of their back half. And how about the Lions, though? They have just been clean in their forward 50 as there again. As I say, they find a nice option. Dane Zorko's kick exquisite. Zach Bailey can line up directly in front. You know, Jay, I forgot, well, mate, forgot the footy was on, binging on Halzo's LOL. Yeah, fair enough. The guy is a backbreaker too. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. I mean, as I said, Pennery's been great, but probably not enough from a few other players. But yeah, around the footy, this has been their problem. Like, they've just gotten beaten in the contested game. Bailey, well, that's going to go across the face. By the way, Richmond's going to beat North Melbourne later. Oh, if they're fucking better, I'll bloody tip them. I can't tip North. Like, you give them a chance with, like, moral losses and everything, but, like, they just, I don't know, they just don't have that winning culture. They can't close out games and win. Like, they just can't execute for full quarters. I mean, the blame goes on a lot of their senior players as well, obviously. They just lack a lot of leadership at the moment. It's hard, though. They haven't won a game since round 2. Nice movement here from the Pies. Lipinski's inside 50 delivery is not a good one as Wilmot intercepts. He whacks it out of the defensive 50 quickly. Here are the flies here. McClug gets a chance from this side. He put clean hands there to 𝐬𝐤𝐿 𝐸, and they can go again, Brisbane. Oh, this is a big one-on-one. Charlie Cameron. He's going to try and beat. Oh, mate, on a beautiful tackle. He's dropped that one, Charlie Cameron, but the ball will find the boundary. Great chase down pressure there from Maynard. And, oh, how about that? Fair etiquette there from Charlie Cameron. He gives bloody Maynard a pat in the back. Wow. Phil Ferrines, first game. A bit like Jacob Bauer from the tie straight. Yeah, you hate to see it, Tiger. I mean, to be honest, still, you're right. But yeah, Jacob Ryan had a few touches. And to be honest, I'm not trying to be a prick or anything. If he continued to play, he'd probably be a chance to be subbed out because he had a few too many turnovers. By foot, but it's a first gamer. Still good, great to see him out there. But yeah, hopefully he's all good with the injuries and stuff. Well, does he still think Collingwood can make a comeback? Ugh. I mean, definitely because it's Collingwood, but I don't know. They just seem to they just don't have their ticker. I don't know. But they definitely. I'd still probably give him a chance. There's a chance here. Dacos. That's just a poor kick. Rush kick straight to Jack Payne. And they've been able to control the game a lot better as well, Brisbane. Like, they've just had a lot more of the footy. They've wanted to keep the game on their terms. They've been composed as well. They're just a classy team. They've moved the ball better. They've been around the footy better. The handball chains have been great. They've been great in the coal face and the stoppages. There's a chance here. Look, they just moved, picking apart Collingwood. Look at this ball movement. Joe out the back. Look, I could have taken that mark if he read the drop zone a bit better, but the ball goes out for a boundary throw, so they'll take that. Bloody hell, I just checked on bloody Big Footy. Jack Buller's out with injury. This was a few minutes ago. Fucking hell. We're cursed with injuries. So if any Swans fans in the chat, unfortunately, Jack Buller is going to be out. Bloody hell, I was keen to see him play, so now Aaron Francis comes into the team. Who, you know, like, honestly, the last few weeks, he actually hasn't been bad. Like, defensively, he's been okay, one-on-one in the marking contest. Might be strange to say, but, you know, I never like to be too pessimistic with Francis as other people like to be. Another inside 50 entry here for the Lions. Maynard did well. Composure here for the Pies. They've got to go, though. Chris hand pass does not favour Maynard. He goes with a slap forward to Crisp. That's good, but the hand pass, well, does work there to 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼. But look at this. They're just bringing the Pies. The Lions. They just don't know where to go. They've just, they've lacked a lot of, like, cohesion when, like, moving the ball around the footy too. Just a lot of not great scrappy hand passes. Rayner goes to the fly almost. McCluggage over the top now to Fletcher. Can he find a goal? Beautiful composure from the young man, Jasper Fletcher. That's a terrific goal. And that could be the sealer. That's some classy stuff there from Jasper Fletcher. Similar to Cam Rayner's goal back in the first quarter. Made a man miss, sold the candy, right foot snap. And yes, Lockie, as he says, Brisbane too good. I definitely gave a chance for Brisbane to win this game. The only reason really why I tipped the Pies is just because of the scenario. Like, they have to win this game if they're going to be a genuine chance for the flag, in my opinion. Look, I still think they can definitely win the flag, but it's just that premiership run rate. It's just so hard. Like, if you're heading into finals, win-loss, sort of a bit... Like, they're going to drop now. The last 4 weeks, they've dropped 3 games. Like, it's not ideal. Heading into finals with a bit of a poor last few rounds of the season, because those premiers they go on a roll before finals. So, but we'll see. I still feel like when Pies, you know, I still am a believer in Collingwood when they get those numbers back and personnel. They can win the flag, but they're just a lot more vulnerable than they were the last, you know, first half of the season. Just simply said as that. Like tonight, it's just been Brisbane's ability with just cleanliness and composure. It hasn't really been necessarily pressure too much, which has been other ways for clubs to beat the Pies. It's just been like efficiency. It's been ability to like lock down that you restrict the Pies' movement. Again, the outs hurt them, but still a hard team to beat. Collingwood with their depth. It's 9:12 to play. Lions should get it done here. Daniher's kick, bit of a wobbly one. As the other commentators backing up my point with the premiership runway, you don't really lose much after round 17 as the premiers. So there you go. There's the fact. No team that's won a flag has lost more than 2 games after round 17. And now they've lost 3. And they've done it in pretty poor fashion. So, bit of food for thought heading into finals. So, yeah, I think we've got to start hopping on a few of the Lions and Port a wee bit. So, yeah, we'll see. Who do you go for, says Poppy? I'll go for the Swans, mate. Tip North and up. So, yeah, fair enough, Aussie. Again, like, I don't have the boldness to tip them. Look at this current winning streaks against Collingwood. 5 wins now against the Pies. Bit of a bogey team. They do well against them. 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿 now does very well to break free. The big O gets a kick forward. Nice play here for Brisbane. Oh, can they finish this one? 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿. No, doesn't have the distance. McStay on the line. Now, I mean, if you're a Carlton supporter, you're probably up and about as well, seeing the Pies a bit out of form. Nice pressure there from Ginnivan. But yeah, they've just been inconsistent again. Like, this was the same as last week, Collingwood. It was probably at the expense almost of like how bad Geelong were in the second and third terms. Like, they're just not a very good team. But, you know, if they were going to play sort of similar to last week, where they're just a bit quiet from a few quarters, a good team like the Lions were going to make them pay, and they sure did tonight. McCrean out. Nice vision, finds a big Mason 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼. And he can go back and kick this goal. Thanks to 𝐷𝐻𝐴𝐶, Riley. I'm booking my grand final tickets now. Oh, no worries, mate. Well, you know, what fan are you? Sorry, Lockie, you. I actually don't know what your Well, yes, g'day Benji. What do you estimate at 8B right now, mate? Swans? Oh, no. I don't know. Can't fan. Yeah, I mean, obviously outside the 4, you can't really win the flag too much. But definitely, I still give them a chance. A cheeky grand final spot, Carlton. Mason Cox kicks it. Gets it back to 30 points with 7:27 to play. So 6 goals in 7 minutes and 27 seconds is still a chance, of course. So 5 goals. We'll see. Yeah, plenty. There's just so much thoughts racing around the head with Collingwood. Like, how will they go? This is not a good time to be dropping games. And now they'll probably, if they finish first, they'll probably play Melbourne, which is the least ideal. Because you'd probably prefer, Collingwood would probably prefer to play Port Adelaide. They won't play Brisbane there. But like one of those non-Victorian teams at the G, probably more of a chance to win. But Melbourne, I mean, they beat them there earlier this year. They have the blueprint to beat them. And then they're facing a semi-final. Like, yeah, bloody hell. But, you know, Collingwood are a terrific club with great self-belief, though. And with those personnel back in, there's just so many ways. There's the good and the bad to think about with Collingwood. So, we'll see how they go with the last few rounds. I mean, see how they go next week against Essendon. It's going to be an interesting one. But it's been a disappointing night. They've just gotten outclassed. They've simply gotten out. That's the main thing how I look from this game. They've gotten outclassed from Brisbane. Much cleaner around the stoppage. When they've tried to, like, get the ball forward and break free, they've just had a lot of poor decision making as well, like just a few questionable hand passes and everything. Well, that's credit to Brisbane as well, like a few of their, you know, defenders pushing up towards the stoppage and trying to force the turnover and everything. Like there again from Mitchell, that's just not a good hand pass. Out into space, straight to the lines, Guernsey. Done her now, bit of a fumbly hand pass. Rona goes to ground, Noble now back to side bottom. Chance now here for the Pies inside 50. Good kick there from Adams. Yep, nice mark there from Jamie Elliott. Well, you know, the Pies, of course, you can say as much as you want, but they're still a team that can come back within a snap of the fingers. So, a chance here to get a few goals late. If Pies face Melbourne in a qualifying and Carlton in a semi, straight sets possibility. Yeah, it potentially is. Yeah, cheers, Abdul. Appreciate the words, mate. Jamie Elliott, can he kick this goal to get it back to 24 points? He can't. 29-point margin instead. But yeah, Darcy Moore though, big out for them. Murphy being a bit on the walls tonight. He spent 10 minutes on the bench in the third term, so that didn't help him. And of course and of course as well, he got subbed out too. So he hasn't been out here for most of the second half. Jeez, what are they bloody doing here? Playing a bit of fire. Conor McKenna now. Jeez, look at him. Oh my God. What is he doing? Oh, the Gaelic man. How about that? That is terrific from Conor McKenna. And they finally find the boundary. Well, 5:42 to play, everyone, for anyone wanting to know the time. Chrissy Fagan. Chewing a bit of gum. I usually chew quite a bit of gum, but I actually don't chew any gum on stream because, like, no matter how quietly you chew it, you can still it still comes through the mic. So I don't want anyone getting bloody pissed off with me chewing gum. So, you know, also want to show a bit of respect to the viewers. That's high on the ball, yep. Side bottom did not, no, sorry, it was Taylor Adams did not dispose of it correctly. Well, my change of tip has actually paid off for once. Usually it doesn't. Yeah, no, fair play. I still back in my my philosophy with tipping. I don't like to fucking tip last minute. I usually just leave them. In fact, I always leave them. Do you think Swans will make finals? I don't know. I still feel like probably not because, I don't know, do we win one of our last two? Without been playing, maybe. It's such a... Like, I'm optimistic as much as I'm pessimistic. Like, I still don't feel like we're good enough as a final side, but the door's open and the chance is there. We're 5 wins in a row. I know we've been shit with the contested game, and that first half against Gold Coast was shithouse. and I thought we were going to lose, but then we turned it around. So it's so many questions. So I don't know. I really don't know. Probably I'll just say yes because I want to be positive. For goodness sake, I'll quit being a fucking the Grinch or some shit. Anyway, yeah, unlucky Eric tonight, mate. Yes, sad to see your Pies not get up, mate. Wanted to back him in, and I did, but it's not paid off. So, and 𝐼𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐼𝐴 𝐿𝐼𝐴 a lovely goal. But yeah, take care, Eric, mate. Have a good rest of your weekend. But yeah, no, better size one. And 𝐼𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐼𝐴 gets a bit of a percentage booster. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't think that would happen. What are you going to do without Franklin next year? Oh, mate. Cry in the corner. Safe to say. He's going to have his lap of honour in round 24. That's going to be good. I was still thinking of heading up to that game, but like he's not playing. I was wanting to head up there because I thought it would be our last game. But, you know, I think I'm actually busy that weekend as well. Like I'm got stuff doing on Sunday too. So obviously I'll still stream, but you know, Lions have not played. The free kick ends up still the game that deserves one. Yeah, no, they've been good. Just the better side. Say hi for my TV you're on. Oh, bloody hell. G'day everyone in Abdul's family or whoever's watching the telly on the bloody big screen. Bloody oath. Dunkley hit as he kicked it. Henry now. Still had a fine night, the veteran. Nearing 30 touches inside 50. He goes. Can he find Jamie Elliott again? Good spoil there from Leicester. Ball goes to ground. There's a chance here off the crumbs. Jamie Elliott's snap is home. I'm going to go back. Yeah, the clock stops at 3:48. 17-point margin it is. No, sorry, 27-point margin. For goodness sake. This is what happens when you take bloody accredited or essentials maths. You don't do an ATAR in high school. Your maths is just shite. Bloody hell. Struggle with margins sometimes. Ugh. $29-point margin. Going in the middle. Lines with the clearance. Will fall on Joe Danaher's lap as easy as you like. You know what this is going to result in? Big boom from 50 out. That's just mathematics in a nutshell. Yeah, I know, bloody hell. Like, yes, fucking trips me out a wee bit. Abdul Late family, yeah, bloody hell. Nothing better. Yeah, bloody good. You know what, though? You know what I should do? You know, like, well, hold on, does Joe Danaher kick this goal? From 50 out. He launches it. No, it's not going through. Goes for a point. You know, like, has anyone seen that video with, like, all the people on the plane are, like, watching the Matildas penalty shootout? Everyone has it on, like, their screens. I've been seeing, like, there's been, like, this meme template where there's, like, the one... Because, like, one of the screens wasn't watching it. So, like, you replace that one screen with, like, something. And I saw, like, Triple M did their midweek rump, like, photo on it. You know? Surely, like, I replaced one of those photos just, like, the 𝘼𝐼𝐴 stream or something, you know. Could be watching the Matildas, mate. Friday night on the streams with 𝘼𝐼𝐴, not bad. No, I'm just taking the piss, but you know. But of course, I do appreciate support tonight. Again, fellas, it's been a good game of footy and a good stream. Yeah, Lions too good, obviously. Tell you what though, no, that penalty shootout was nuts. Could not believe it. Like, that was the craziest penalty shootout I've ever seen. Like, how could have Mackenzie Arnold missed that penalty? Like, you make the save, and then she hits the post. Which I don't get, like, why goalkeepers take bloody penalties early on, especially. Except if you're Manuel Neuer. I know Manuel Neuer's a bloody good penalty taker. But they got it done eventually. Always good to see. And of course, tomorrow night, like, they play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, the third place game against Sweden, so... Chance to finish third, and hey, third World Cup host country with a lot of better teams with odds-wise and everything. Bloody good effort. Minute 55 to play. So Brisbane too good tonight. 30-point margin their ways. I've fucking had another point. There we go. 30-point margin. 19 goals 10, 14 goals 10. Been a great game to watch, and you know, as a fellow non-Victorian club supporter, you know, you want to support the other lads, you know, like the Brisbane Lions, like your Port Adelaide. So, you know, I'd love to see Brisbane try and win a flag. I'm not sulking or anything, but you know, like it's much harder for non-Victorian teams to win the flag because it's harder at the G. Like, you know, last 20 years, who's won it? The Swans and West Coast. That's it. So yeah. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴 now. That's going to be out on the full. Yes, it is. Hello, Riles. New sub here. Just finished my live show with good people, Australian talking AFL. Oh, yeah, it's good here. I'm going to stream occasional. Hopefully well, mate. Another one from the States. That's great to see, mate. Always love to see more USAians. Americans, for goodness sake. Get around the good sport of AFL footy too. Hopefully going well, mate. From Missouri. Or St. Louis, Missouri, or something around there. That's good to hear. Isn't Kansas City in Missouri? I know that sounds stupid, but I swear it is. Or am I dumb? Or is Kansas City like on the borderline of Missouri or Kansas? Thinking about the geography. But yeah, no, it's hopefully going well, mate. Hopefully, yeah, your show went well, mate. Had a good game of footy tonight. Ball trickles out the back here. Mitchell now. Pendlebury, he can kick a goal. Probably deserves one with how good he's been tonight, and he does. Nice goal. And they do hit the ton, the Pies. 24 margin it is. In the last 23 years, the Lions did a three-peat. Yeah, of course, I mean, like after that now. But that Brisbane Lions team was just ruthless, you know. But it, like, you know, the stats don't lie. I'm not saying it's impossible. It still is quite difficult, so. But, you know, I'm fine with the Pies winning the flag this year, too. I'll definitely support them as well. I mean, yeah, Kansas City, Missouri, home of the Chiefs. Ah, yeah, Chiefs. Won the Super Bowl last year. Well, unfortunately, I'm a New Orleans Saints fans in the NFL occasional, and we did narrowly beat yous in the preseason. Game-winning field goal, which you'd love to see. I think it was by one of our younger kickers. So, yeah. No, I was pretty content with that. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the NFL. It's hard to keep up with it here in Australia, but I still love it. You know, I love Drew Brees, the Saints, you know, Reggie Bush, 𝐬𝐿𝐴𝐴 𝐿𝐴𝐿, a few of those Saints legends inside 50. Oh no, centering ball for the Pies. Can they get another goal? Ooh, chance. Might check. Oh no, sorry, Ginnivan pinned. Oh, buzzball. Learning about the AFL, need a team. Well, you know, the Kansas City Chiefs, red and white. This could be your team, my friend. Join the party. Join the bandwagon. The Sydney Swans could be your side. It's up to you. You know, you're going to hop on the Swans. I know, obviously do your research. Like, maybe a few links to something you like or anything. Like, I think that's how, like, they do it. But anyway, what a win for the Brisbane Lions. They've come to Marvel, a place I love to play at. This will be a goal after siren. He's playing on my check. Siren sounds. The Lions get it done by 4 goals. This has been a magnificent win. And honestly, I should be more up and about because it really is. I think now they're going to be locking in that top 2 spot. They should be. They should probably beat St Kilda next week. And a win against the competition's best. I know they've been out of form. They have their injuries, but it's still hard to beat them. They were a class above Collingwood tonight. Better around the footy. They moved the ball well. They really pressured. I think they just pressured the Pies well when they tried to move the ball. Fought very good off the turnover too. Stoppage, they were great. They were clean. Inside 50, they did the damage. Great win from them. A really, really impressive win. So happy for them. Tip doesn't get right. Don't get up in the tipping. So, you know, I'm probably going to cry in the shower now. But nah, they were too good tonight. There was some fine performance tonight. Shaun Dux is on screen right there. Go down again. Let's have a look. So Josh Dunkley was magnificent. Same with Neil. Like another 31 touches. They just... The cohesion in the midfield, especially the cohesion everywhere. Like, inside 50, they were great. In the midfield, they were just all on the same wavelength. They moved the ball really well. You know, even Zorko had a fantastic game. Like, I know he's a bit of a spud sometimes, but Zorko can have good quality games of footy. He had 24 touches, went at 73%. Neil was the star of the show with 31. The big O, 42 headouts. He was huge. He had to have a big night against Cameron, and he sure did. Who else was up and about a wee bit? Kitty Coleman had a great second half. Connor McKenna had plenty of touches. Zach Bailey, but this is the thing now. The classy players in the forward half. John Dano, Bailey with 2. Hipper with 3. Charlie Cameron with 4 goals. Rayner with 2. They got their output from their star forwards, and they deserve the win. Yes, I sure will, Joyce. Should be a good one. Probably watch me suffer tomorrow night. Should be fun. And feel free to tune into the stream tomorrow night, fellas. That will be a beauty. Who else is up and about a wee bit? We'll have a look at the stats. Team stats first. But yeah, just a classy team tonight. The Brisbane Lions, they get it done. 55 inside 50s to 47. Winning a lot of these. I mean, they broke even the clearances eventually, the Pies, but they're just better with around the footy, especially in and under. 24 touches to 22. Much better by hand. Like, hand passes much better. One that contested count by 7. 17 marks inside 50 to 12. The Pies way. But yeah, just really not a bit of a shell themselves with how they moved the ball. The Pies, I thought they were very inconsistent with how they moved it. Pendlebury still had a great game. 31 touches and a goal. He lifted, but yeah, just not enough from a few plays. A lot of high touches, but they just weren't great with it. Lockie Neal, very good. 9 tackles for Jack Crisp. Clearances, Pendlebury at 12, Lockie Neal at 10. I feel like Neal's probably could be one of the chances for the best on ground. McCluggage, well, I say he's been a goal scorer, but tonight he was an assist king. 4 goal assists for him tonight. No goals, but he's been huge, I think, the last few months or so. He's been in some great form. 19 style 50s for Pendlebury. 7 centre clearances for Pendlebury as well. He had a great night. 10 score involvements for Pendlebury. Like, he led a lot of these statistics tonight. 15 contest possessions for Dunkley. He led for the night and made his game leader. 609 Josh Dacos, who had another nice game. 26 touches for him. So yeah, fellas, the Lions too good. Great win for their side. Massive win for them. Like, the question stream does say the loser of this game, does it hurt their ticker? And now we look at the data and we see the Pies lose. It's not ideal. There's still a chance to slip, potentially not even finish first if they, pretty much lose. So, and Brisbane win next week. So, yeah, it's a bit of food for thought of, as I say again. No team has won the flag, losing more than 2 games after round 17. The Pies have now dropped the last 3. The last 4 games have dropped the last 3. No, the last 4 games I've dropped 3. Said it there eventually. Fucking tongue twisters and everything. But yeah, like they're not really priding themselves up too well towards winning the flag. But they should still finish first. You'd feel like they beat Essendon. But you know, it's hard to see if the snap of the fingers they just all of a sudden turn things around. Like they're definitely capable of bouncing things back. I still think they're a great chance for the flag, but just the history, you have to look at the history, and things aren't really in their favour with all that. So, yeah, they're going to have to really start to turn things around because things aren't looking in their favour. They got outdone by a better Brisbane side who get the win by 24 points. What a win for them. Fellas, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. No, you're right, Badger, mate. It was a good quality game of footy. Feel free to tune in tomorrow night, Badger, and anyone else that wants to. I really appreciate the support. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Great quality game of footy. First versus second. Thought it'd be closer. But yeah, it truly was in the end. The outs probably did hurt the Pies in the end a wee bit too much. 2 nights, Friday nights where both teams score 100. Yeah, I mean, last week's Friday night game was pretty good. Yeah, take care occasional, mate, from Kansas City. And yeah, fellas, enjoy your weekends. If you're not going to come by and say hi tomorrow night, that's totally fine. And yeah, that's it from me. See you later.